Hey there, welcome to Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B Michael, and sorry we're late. This was technical. We had some the cameras crashed. We had crashed. We had to reset all the images to get them in the overlays right. So, but we are here now. We're waiting. We'll wait for JJ to come up. He was probably waiting, so we feel really bad about that. So,
He's here already.
Yeah, that's technical stuff.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you know, I know. She was so frustrated. And I get it. She's the one that has to deal with it. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm just watching her click away, trying to get her images back in the little boxes.
All right, we good? Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like double checking everything, and I'm like, look at this, look at that. I'm like, okay. I think
everything's okay.
I think we're good.
All right. Does it look all right to everybody else?
Thanks for the heart, babe.
All right. We're just going to bring them up, or you want to?
Yeah, we can
just bring them up.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
What's weird?
That it happens to do that, you know?
Oh, I know. I was like, we're actually on time.
Well, we were on time.
Yeah, we were on time.
But then we're not on time.
Shalom, me homies.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, JJ?
Sorry, man. Like her camera.
Wonderful.
Yeah, her camera went whacked out. So like, see how she's in her little box?
Yes.
It was blown up to basically just her face.
Yeah.
Like it reset all her camera, dude. So like, but she has to do it for every single one. You got to think about it. Every overlay that we'll switch through has to be redone.
Yep.
TikTok, Facebook, this, that. If we're zooming in on something, it was crazy.
Hey,
dude.
we're getting it all done in 10 minutes. That's not
I
bad.
told her it's all because of timing. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you did. I told her, calm down. It's all got timing, man.
Super awesome.
We don't know why he delayed it.
Thanks for the heart, we get it.
But yeah, it's amazing, man. So yeah, we're very excited, man, to have you on and talk about your stuff. Oh, so you're gonna show us around? I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little sneak peeky.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about yourself a little bit and how you got into stuff, and then you can show, or it's up to you, man. Whatever you want to do.
Sure, yeah. I've been trying to keep the commandments of Yah for probably 10 years now. I got into it by watching a lot of Rob Skiba stuff and listening to him about, the Bible says we gotta, follow the commandments and keep the Sabbath and all that stuff. And yeah, I had not done that up to that point. So, and I didn't even really think about it all that much. I went to a church on Sunday. I figured out that Catholicism wasn't necessarily the way, and then went into the non-denominational church and met a lot of awesome people that helped me through a lot of stuff in my life. I had surgeries and stuff at that point in time in my life, and yeah, they were just great people all around. Just the whole time I was going more and more into my truth journey, it would set me up with cool people throughout the whole thing, and that would just back me up. And yeah, finally I started researching the moon landing and all that, and then got into the flat earth stuff, and then found Rob Skiba, and started listening to him about the different stuff in the Bible, and it just clicked in my head right away. So I started reaching out to him and started becoming friends with him and moderating with him in his chat, and joined the virtual house church, the church that he started. So that people didn't have to necessarily go to a regular church. They could fellowship online.
Yeah. So you were at FE before you met Rob. So that's how you found Rob, was through FE then. That's amazing.
Yeah, he pretty much locked it in for me. Yeah. Well, this was when YouTube was really based, and they would just feed you the good stuff. As soon as you got into like the moon landing stuff, they would start feeding you the Rob Skiba, Eric Dubay, Mark Sargent, the clues and all that stuff. They would just,
it's like the good old days,
hand it over to you back then. The good old days of YouTube. Yeah. And so it didn't take me long at all, and I was like screaming at everybody like, oh yeah, we're not on a spinning monkey ball anymore. what's going on?
Now
Like, how do you guys
I'm
not see
curious. So
this?
then, when you met up
There's
with
no
Rob, was
curvature.
it when he was still on the fence, or was he past the fence?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
all
was
right.
talking like he was on the fence, but it was just before he had done
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Lake
yeah.
Michigan thing with
Because that'd have been
Rick
cool if you got
Hummer
him
and
right.
all
Because you
that.
got him right on the base. I
Yeah.
was with him before he
So,
did all that. I was like, Rob, just say it, just do it, man. Because he
yeah,
was like on the fence for a long time. It felt like a year, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was about the start of it, where it, yeah, 2016, the beginning of 2016. Yep. And by the end of it, I went and met him at the Take on the World conference, and a whole bunch of awesome people, like
Yeah.
John Pounders was there, and at the time I thought like Robbie Davidson, he was really cool. Like we all got to hang out like after the uh, conference was
Nice.
over till like late at night, and like, yeah, just got to be friends with all the guys, and yeah, started moderating for John Pounders too at that time. And yeah, as soon as Rob said that I was like a troll killer, then everybody, or said, "Yeah, I want you to have a mod. I want you to be a mod
That's
for me."
awesome.
Like, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So John Pounders, do you mod for
Pretty
him?
good. No, he doesn't have any moderators anymore. He just does
Wow.
himself. He just
Yeah,
moderates it
yeah. Because we
himself.
just
There's no whole
watched. He
thing.
had a
Just
live on, and you know what's so
yeah.
funny? Guess what it was about? You know what it was about? Sir, Satan. We were
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
talking
little
about it,
short
and it was
season.
the
Little
next
season.
night. I was gonna tell
Yeah,
Dewey,
yeah,
but I didn't want
yeah,
to talk to
yeah,
Dewey about it because it sounded like I was poking Dewey.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But I didn't make that show. He did his show himself.
yep,
Dewey, when you watch it, there's no way you can come out of that thinking that
yep,
it's real. Because they even say if this, well, and they would say something
yep.
and backtrack it, say something, backtrack it. I feel bad because they have no belief. Oh yeah, not John
Well,
Pounders.
he even says he doesn't know.
Yeah,
He
the
doesn't know
guy that he
because of
had
the
on.
history being messed up.
Yeah, the guy he had
Yeah,
on was
and
going so
oh,
wishy-washy that
JT.
I feel
Yeah,
bad. Like he feels like he has no foundation. Because if you're not sure which way, and I'm not trying to get too straight off of your stuff, but
yep.
if you go straight one way or the other, you're kind of like in this limbo. Then what's your faith based on? You got nothing. But anyway, let's get back to JJ. This is what it's all
Yep.
about. Hey, did you see your flyer? You the promo? Yeah, I liked it. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it
You
looks
know what? We
awesome.
forgot one thing.
I
And
appreciate
Chelsey
that.
said it after we already had sent it all out. I should have put a Sasquatch on there. That's one of my favorite things. It's a little Sasquatch
Yeah, that'd
somewhere,
be great too.
yeah. Like on our platform, that's one of my favorite things. I have a Sasquatch crossing with a peace sign like that. It's pretty funny. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, nice.
yeah. So now you're into. How'd you get into this? What you're doing?
Well, I've been a carpenter since '99. Well, my uncle trained me in '97. I'll go through that first and let you guys know like how I became, an entrepreneur. Because I started training with my uncle to be a carpenter when I was 17, and then 97 through 99, I was 17, 18, and 19. I had worked with my uncle doing carpentry work, and yeah, he taught me how to do all the
Amazing.
finished carpentry work really, really good. He would literally if I didn't hang the door straight with all the perfect reveals and everything and the casing and all that stuff, he would just tear it off and just make me redo it.
I love it.
And like not that, yeah. And so I got pretty good at it pretty quick. Yeah, he taught me all the little tricks and how to keep all your miters really tight and all that kind of stuff. And then '99, he pretty much forced me to start my own business because he didn't want to pay the taxes anymore that he had been paying for the last 3 years training me. And I was kind of reluctant to do it at the time, but it turned out to be the best thing that ever
So he
happened to me.
loved. So he
My own
loved
business.
you.
And
That's love.
we
That's
worked.
love guiding you that way, pushing you out of the
Oh
nest and
yeah,
saying, "Go
man.
do this, son."
Yep. Started the business and then worked with him still for another 10 years or 9 years, I guess, until '08 when they had that big crash. We were doing all new construction up until that point, all finished carpentry and 10 houses a year we were building with a guy. And in '08, when it crashed, he had 10 spec homes on the market where it,
Yeah.
it just, everything crashed and went, and he went belly up because he had, at that time they were 250,000 or $300,000 homes, like really nice homes. And so he had like 3 mil
Yeah.
or a little
Yeah.
more than that, like
Yeah.
on the market, and like couldn't sell them. Yep. So I started doing remodeling work at that point in time, and started doing like lead services and that kind of stuff, and got my name out there in my town. And then once I got a good reputation of remodeling, like you could pretty much do a job on a street, and then the neighbors talk to the other neighbor, and then you could
Nice.
pretty much like
Yeah.
work down the whole street pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I do some advertising, like I maybe put $3,000 a year towards advertising in different places. Like I make sure I got my name up on a few boards, and I do like magnets where people can do fridge magnets and stuff like that. But yeah, it's mostly just word of mouth, and people that know my family, or I let bring the jobs to me. I used to go and hunt, for jobs a lot, and then I would end up signing jobs that weren't necessarily the right fit for me. But now I just completely listen to the Holy Spirit and let just send me the jobs. And he does all the time. He's like perfect customers that are really happy to have good custom work. I'm a little bit different of a carpenter than most guys. Most guys will go up to their job and just rush through it and cut corners and just try to get the job done as fast as possible because they do a bid on the job. And most of the time I do like hourly work. I tell the customers they're getting a really, really good custom job that I, I think 5 steps ahead, and take my time and do it right perfect the first time, and never worry about
Nice.
having to go back and fix things. Yeah, and most every customer really, really likes that. They want to, even they pay an extra little bit to have it hourly, but they like the fact that it's
Oh yeah, I
perfect
mean
and
that's a great way to
beautiful
do it.
when
That's
it's
like
done.
even as an artist, I'd do
Yep.
that. I'd rather because anytime you go back, anyway, it's costing you money and time. It really is. You might have to start over. I mean, there's so many different things, and now you can't do the project
Yep.
that's going to make you more money now because you're doing old money then. Unless you want to be shady and just kind of ignore it, which I don't do
Yep.
that, and I wouldn't think you did that. But we know people that do that, right? If you're a mechanic and you don't do a good
Nope.
job on a car, and they bring the car back, sometimes they'll wait on that, and they'll do other jobs, and then you're waiting and waiting, and so yeah. So I get you. Great, man. That's
Yep. 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 That's completely the way I do all my work now, and everybody really wants a good custom perfect job, and they all are all right with, I put it in the terms in the contract. Like I am not like a normal contractor. I take more time to do the job than normal contractors do, and I do not cut corners. I just get, uh, think 5 steps ahead, and make sure everything's beautiful for you. And I put it right in the terms of the contract. I put in, there's always extra stuff that happens too, like once you tear when doing remodeling, once you tear off like all the drywall and get it down to the studs and all that,
yeah, yeah,
there's always extra stuff to do. Like sometimes that the framing isn't done correctly, or there's
yeah.
mold or stuff like that. Pretty much always comes up. And I put that in the contract too. If there's any extra stuff that is over and above what's labeled on the contract, that's going to be an extra charge. And they're always great with it. Everybody's super cool with all that kind of stuff because they know.
Yeah.
I tell them right off the bat, right? Like, once we get into this, it's probably there might be some messed up stuff that we have to fix before I can do my job properly.
Yeah.
That might need to get fixed. And yeah,
Trust me,
like
I mess with my house, and I know you open it up, it's like Pandora's box, man. You can have wires that why are these wires are even here? They ran it like a different way. They could have ran it, around, and you it wouldn't even be in the way. Now you got to move it. Yeah, so there's all types of stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yep. Yes.
jobs, dude.
In our house, he added
Yep,
like 7
no
studs
doubt.
in a row on top of a windowsill for no reason. He just had extra wood.
Yeah.
He just had
Yeah.
extra wood. He's like, screw it.
I couldn't believe it. I took a
Yeah.
picture.
It wasn't a retaining wall or nothing. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
better than not
So
enough.
That's what I said too, actually. Yeah.
That's the way I look
Chelsea's
at
dad.
it.
Chelsea's.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, no doubt.
Chelsea's dad
Oh,
was
that's
like,
you're gonna hold that
when
up.
I pass away, I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
Yep.
Chelsea's dad always
That is
said.
exactly what he said.
But yeah. No,
You knew the guy
no.
that built it.
No.
Now the
Did
neighbor
were you able to talk?
he's the
Oh
one
yeah.
that helped build it. The
Mhm.
neighbor. So yeah, he knew the guy. So, but yeah. Anyway, we can get into like your stuff. I mean, that's why we're here to learn about you, man. And everybody, see how he's so nice, man. You guys gotta like the way his energy is. JJ's a legit dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgive everybody instantaneously. So don't try to screw me over. But if
Just
you
move
do,
on.
I'll be all right with
Because
it.
he knows
you know,
he'll
pretty
he'll
quick.
take care of it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get you.
No doubt about it. Yep. So yeah. So I back in the day, I knew how to like grow actual flower. And so when the farm bill came in 2018, they legalized hemp production, agricultural hemp production. And so I changed everything I've ever done into completely permits and legal stuff and started growing hemp and got all my permits in
Yeah.
order and everything like that. And yep, started making CBD out of it and talked to one of my friends and he was into it for a while already and told me to make a CBD rub. I had already had some hash that I had ran from my hemp. He said, "Yep, make it into a rub." I took a base of his ingredients that he put in and added in essential oil pain mix that always worked for me, and yep, added it all together, and then I've just been perfecting it for
Wow.
yeah, just keep making it smelling better and better consistency. And yeah, if you look at in the jar there, yeah, that's like the best consistency I've gotten to this point. That was the 2 batches ago. That was a picture from that. Yeah,
Yeah, because
it's getting to that point where it's
Paul
perfect.
says he likes it, and it sounds like Daniel likes it. So that, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, like that's 2 people that just from the panel here, from on the chat there, that recently met him and bought it, and he said they like it and it works. He said so. That's 2 right
Nice.
there. I mean, that's out of 7 years. Who knows how many people JJ's been selling this to that loves it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you say you use it too, right?
1,000 customers or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 customers or something. Yeah. Yep. Well, I used to be on PayPal and I had it all set up perfect where on a different website that I was selling it on, just that and oil for a really long time. I just did rub and oil and yeah, PayPal doesn't like CBD companies, so they just banned me for life. Took away
Yes.
my whole payment processing system, and so yeah, they don't like it one bit. And I think a lot of it had to do with like my truther stance too, and like people that didn't like the truther stance, and then they go and tell PayPal that you're selling CBD or whatever, and yeah, then it's it was gone. Yeah, I so now I've set up a website where you can just it's like a farm stand almost, where it's a lot easier to. And then I've become friends with all my customers. For a really long time, all I did was text orders. So I became friends with all my customers. So I just have hundreds and hundreds of awesome friends that are just really great that buy the product and know me as pretty much a
Yeah.
Shalomi homie.
Yeah.
A lot of people are keeping Torah, and yep, they know I'm out there. I take really good care of my plants. I do back to Eden gardening, which is no till. So everybody that goes and tills the soil and they break up the soil, that kills the soil, and then you have to fertilize the soil. like all these farmers that are doing their,
Yeah, you can't. You just
I
said
don't
it,
know
so
if
it's
we say
fine. Yeah.
GMO on here, but
Yeah.
all right, cool. Yeah, they're all doing that. They're breaking up the soil and then they're putting on a whole bunch of chemicals to fertilize the plants that they're putting in the soil. And yeah, so I don't till the soil at all. I grow in a cow pasture, in the corner of a cow pasture where the cows have been mingling for a super long time. And I put like just regular white paper, roll that down first, and then put composted cow manure over the top of that, and then mulch like 6 inches worth of regular tree mulch over that. And that's the back to Eden gardening method. That's how it was, on the original
Yes.
garden. Everything would fall down from the trees and the fruit, and then that would cover the soil. And they just planted right in the ground. They never broke the soil up. They didn't have
Yeah.
plows. Adam didn't have a plow. God just planted it in the ground, and here you go. It's growing. So yeah, that's the way I do it. I build it's only a half acre is what I do when I grow each summer. It's a half an acre of a plot, and then bunch of my buddies all come out and help me build it. And then I start the plants under LED lights before it's planting time. I'll start them at the end of March, and then they grow throughout April, and then I don't plant until May 1st. About the third year I planted a week before May 1st, and it got a freeze, and it killed my whole entire crop,
Wow.
and I had to replant. And so it was like, yeah, like I planted the whole entire thing, and it was like, yeah, so much work just totally gone because of the freeze. The frost kills them if you get them in the ground too early. And so now I just wait no matter what until May 1st, and uh, keep them under lights until then. And yeah, sing to them. I trim my plants so they make like a really nice. Each plant makes a really nice big bush. If you wait right when they grow their first node, you can top the top of the plant off, and then it'll grow a second node. And then after it grows another node after that, you can chop the top of the two plants off. So it grows 4 different nodes off of that. So it makes a huge bush of each plant. So I start out with like 1,700 seeds, and then all my seeds aren't feminized. So I like own the actual strain that I grow is called the bee's knees strain. I own it in Wisconsin, where I'm the only one that has the actual strain, the ability to get a permit under that strain. So, but you have to take all the males out. So once they grow, then you only get about 40% of the total plants that grow, because you have to take the females and grow those, and try to take all the males out when they're small. So yeah, it's a little heartbreaking at first to pull out all the males. You got to start out with 1,700 plants, and then you end up with like 600 or maybe right around there of really good female plants at the end of it. You know, and sometimes you miss a little bit and then get a couple seeds in your female plants, and that's just the way it is. You got a little bit for the next time you grow, and it's a continuous loop where you just take the seeds out of that flower, and then grow the next season with those. And I usually take the best, biggest plant that I can get, and I'll take only the seeds from that plant. And so every year it's just
Nice.
been getting bigger and bigger plants and beautiful. And then, yep, I take I pray over all the plants, and play them 432 hertz music, and tell them every single day, that every single time I go out there, tell them
Yep,
how
you have
pretty
to.
they
If
are.
they're
They're
girls,
all girls,
you
right?
gotta woo them. You
So
gotta tell them they're pretty.
I love it. I love it.
yep, 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 yep.
Oh
They're
yeah.
so beautiful.
Oh, they love that.
You're so beautiful. Yep. And a couple of years ago, I had a tornado come through and literally knock down like maybe 300 of my plants total, and only
Wow.
like 10 of them ended up dying. I was able to push them back up and stake them up, and they're so resilient that only like 10 of them died. A couple of great big ones, but it was, it could have been super horrible where, the tornado just
Like, I
went
don't know
through it and
anything
blasted
about
them.
this. So how
Yep,
big are the
they,
plants? Like
they
when they
all came back.
mature, are they really big?
Yeah, oh yeah. Probably average about 6 feet, and then
And
some
how
of them
thick
get
are
to
they? Are they
10,
pretty?
11, 12 feet, depending on. Oh yeah, I should have
Wow,
sent
look,
you a
babe.
picture, but yeah, the biggest
Look
one
at
I
that.
got, the base of
So
it
Oh
it's,
was
it's
like
shoot,
like
that.
3-4 inches.
it is pretty
Yep,
big.
yep, like that. I have the biggest plant I ever had. Yep, I have it on my shoulders, and it's like hard for me to like lift it up. And there's like 70 pounds of flower, and you can see the
Wow.
end of it. Yeah, you can
Wow.
see the end of the stalk or the root system. Yeah,
Wow.
roots just hanging
That's
off of it.
amazing.
Yeah,
Now,
yep.
Papa asked, have you tried magnetic water yet? Okay.
Not sure about that.
I mean, is it charging it with copper or
Not
something?
sure what that is.
Yeah.
Silver? I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Now he'll look into it now.
Now he's gonna look into it now.
If it'll help it. And then he'll get one like this thick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm all about I water with a well that's on site, and it's like
Wow.
a 250-foot well that the farmer always waters his cattle and all that out of that. And so I run I just have a splitter on there, and he has one hose to the cows and one hose to my field. And yeah, I just have a nice sprinkling system set up, and that's only if it's
Yes.
necessary. Like, you don't have to
Mm.
overwater hemp. It's most of the time the
And that
rain
mulch,
will
that mulch
take
layer
care of
keeps everything
everything,
in
and
too. That's what people. It keeps that moisture down in there. Like pine needles, man.
yeah, for
People don't
sure.
realize that it does. It keeps it like really fresh. Even
Yep.
leaves. If you had leaves everywhere, that keeps it all in there.
Yeah, and the thing that's crazy to me too is, and we've talked about this in one of the
Yep.
other shows that you contributed to, JJ, which is if the plants themselves are healthy, like bugs, insects, things don't mess with them. And most
No.
people don't know that. They think you automatically have to spray it with something because it's going to get eaten, but it doesn't. If you have a healthy plant like you're growing, they don't even mess with them.
Yeah, they go for the weak.
Yep. No. Every once in a while, I do a diatomaceous
Yeah.
earth powder.
Yeah, because if
around
it's healthy,
but
they won't
that's
eat it.
Yep. No, I don't fertilize. I don't do anything to them. Like, so the composted cow manure layer that I put down is like a 10-year-old compost that has been at the farm. So the farmer takes out of his barn each day when the cows go to the bathroom when he's milking. He has a little track system that takes out all the manure all the way out into a pile, and then each day or each maybe like 3 days he'll take that pile with his skid steer and put it on another pile that's at the end of the where the barn is. And so those get stacked up, and there was like, each year he has a different pile. So the oldest compost, we took that and just took he let me use the skid steers, and we just scooped that and then spread that out on there, and then mixed a little bit of the soil with it. So when I planted, I had little bulbs that I planted all my seeds in, and then put them under LEDs, and then that's when they, grow pretty strong at the beginning. The roots grow through these little root starters, I guess you call them, or plant starters. They're in 50 trays, 50 plant trays, and all I did was take a spade bit, and then I pushed the mulch away. I set my rows up, and then give them enough room that they can, make a big bush at the end of it. The rows look like they're way too far away from each other at the beginning, but when they grow up, then you see why you need, I do about 1.5 foot on each side of each plant, so it's like 3 feet for each plant to be able to grow. And put the once it's established and everything, I take, well, at first I take a spade bit and push the mulch away, and then grind down into the actual dirt and just dig a hole and then mix the mulch with that dirt and then just pile it on top of the plant and then or the root ball, and then that establishes way down in the soil. And then that composted cow manure, after it gets rained on a few times, just leaks right down into the soil and feeds it perfectly. Yeah, you don't need any kind of fertilizer when you don't till. There's just tons of worms and awesome, you know, uh, soil to start with. When you're in Wisconsin, in the southeast
Wow.
Wisconsin, it's like some of the best soil in the whole world. And like especially here, they haven't sprayed on that farm has been no spray
Wow.
for 35 years.
How'd you find this
So
guy, man?
yeah,
Blessings. Yeah, that's blessed.
oh, it was all yeah. It was all yeah. It was one of my buddies from the Bear Times app. I had been driving 2 hours to my aunt's place in Platteville the first 2 years I grew. I grew down 2 hours away from
Wow.
where I lived and drove
Wow.
down there all the time taking care of my plants. Such a headache. Yeah. And my buddy that was on the Bear Times app, I told him like, yeah, he was working for me doing construction, and he was a farmhand at the farm where I grow now and lease. And he said, man, come over here, dude. Dude's got 1,000 acres that's organic, and you could just plant in the back of the barn, no problem. And I was like, where's it's like 4 miles down the road,
Yeah,
and like,
man, is he a younger guy or older guy?
Yep.
The farmer
No, he was
guy.
my age, or a little bit younger than me. But he was keeping
Man.
yeah, he's old. Yep, they're in their 70s, but he's like he drinks raw milk constantly and eggs, and dude looks like he's like 50 and he's 70. Like literally just they both are really super healthy.
Wow.
He's a primitive Baptist preacher. He has his own, like, they're hardcore, dude. Like, you're not, the only way you can sell raw milk in Wisconsin is the way they're doing it and not worry about stuff, because it's really not legal, to do it. So every single person is like a owner of the farm that comes and buys milk from them.
Wow, that's smart.
And so
yeah.
And that I thought about doing that too, like, making like a membership association and all that, and not, because then you don't ever have to worry about all the permits and all that stuff. But yeah, like the way I grow, like, you can, no matter how far you are from the road, you can tell it's, it looks just like weed, right? Because it's the same plant, except its hemp is 0.3% THC or less, but it's exactly the same plant. So when you see it from the road, it looks like a huge field of weed, and so I'm just like, I don't want to get bothered by it. I'm just going to go and get my permits and go do everything, the right way. And so I could probably do a private membership association and not have to worry about it with everybody, being a member and stuff like that. I could probably do it like that. But I wanted to be completely not where I didn't have to look over my shoulder.
That's amazing, about anything, though. Man, 10 years. You've been doing it for a while then.
It's not worry. No. Well, this one is since the farm bill happened in 2018. So I've been doing the rub for 7 years. Yep. And then growing it since the year after it was legalized is when I got all the permits in order.
That's
and
awesome.
Everything, and was like,
so how many plants do you say you get probably on that half acre? Can you guesstimate?
650 really.
You know the exact number.
Female.
650. Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Plant. I started out with about 1,700 seeds, and then I tried to feminize each seed. So there's like it's not a given, but at the bottom of each seed there is either a circle or an oblong circle on every single seed. So you have to like pick up each seed and like look
baby
at
animals.
it. So it takes a really long time to go through it. Yeah. Or like men, or like the big seed with the big oblong, thing is a male, and the circle in the perfect little seed
Interesting.
is a female. and so, yeah, I was able to go through 1,000 seeds the last time that I did. And then I put all the ones that I wasn't able to go through towards the back of my plot. And so that uh, and on the east side, because we usually get a predominantly north or west wind where I'm at. And I've made sure I was planted on a southern facing slope. That's really important when you're planting anything that you really want to grow good. You plant on a south facing slope,
Yes.
because the sun always goes in this ecliptic, and so you always want to be be hard up if you grew on like a north facing slope to get any kind of sun. Once they get to a certain point, of height, they would just block all the sun out to the other plants. But if you got it on a south facing slope, then all the plants get the sun all the way down. It just works out a lot better.
Yeah, our 2.5-year-old has learned how to open the door. Yeah, this is actually baby girl.
This is the baby girl.
Yeah,
she's fine.
Oh, the baby girl did?
She's so cranky.
You know what?
Now.
Nice. Let me go check the TV.
Oh yeah, maybe the TV froze up.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, dude, she's into the point
so
of pushing chairs around on the main floor, around in the kitchen, dining room, and all that to grab stuff.
Nice.
It's cool, but you gotta have everything off the counter. Yeah.
Yes.
She shoves them everywhere.
There's my ladder, Daddy.
And now she wants.
Yep.
Yeah, she's really smart.
Yep, that's smart.
Like if you get her paper and a crayon, all she wants you to do is alphabet over and over and over. She already knows her alphabet. Yeah. Yeah, she's smart.
That's great.
It's so weird. You want to
at it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Here you go. Here's the cursive.
So
Start doing the cursive.
Smart, but then you're like, gosh, why are they so smart? But then you try to make them more smart, and you're like, geez, why are you so smart? So it's like this same thing, because they don't understand the part of the limit, right? That's the thing. Like Boo Boo, he knows how to do all these things, but then you can't really reason with them as much. The reasoning's gone. He's real smart, but the reason, I get a reason with a 4-year-old. You can kind of bribe him. Yeah, you kind of bribe him, but that's funny.
That's part of the deal. Well, they got those little doorknob things you can put over the top, and then you can only squeeze. It only works if you squeeze them.
It's funny. Her
together.
Her mom got a lock for the
those work great
for the underneath the sink in the bathroom. Luna figured it out in like 3 minutes.
Yep.
She figured it out. Yeah, she did. She brought it back up.
No way.
She brung it up with her.
Oh my gosh.
Package and slammed it on the counter and goes, "Your kids."
Nice.
I told her it would work because I use wire.
If you
I just use wire and wrap it between the two things, and they won't mess with it. And she doesn't like the wire, so she can't get it open. Fancy, and they figured it out.
No.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, they got the little push button ones too, where you can put them, where you can drill into the upper part of above the door, and then click, and then it clicks it in and out, kind of thing.
You know the kind where you open,
you might not get that for a while,
and then you got to push it down on the top. They can do them.
Yep. Oh yeah. Anything they can.
You have to do everything in secret, like how you're opening it. Yep. These kids, man. Yeah.
That's what it is. They just watch you.
We can get back to your stuff. I mean, she'll be back when she can get them quiet. But so you got 350 plants that you do. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
That's what it ends up with. Yeah, after you raise like 1,700 to start with, and then you gotta take out all the males and any of them that are like just looking weird and you know, not how they're supposed to be. Yep, and then trim them all. Yep, it's a long process. Yep, start way early, and then top all the plants. Wait for them to grow out again, and then top them again. So it's like the first set of cuttings is pretty easy because you just all the way down the top of them. But then the second cuttings super hard because you got to grab each plant. Cut just the tops off. You can't cut them too deep because then it'll kill the whole stem.
When you're doing this, like, when do you go every to the farm? Like, when you go check your plants every day, you have to go look.
Well, the guy that I had helping me, he lived at the farm. He was the farm hand, and he also worked for me doing construction. So I would pay him hourly to go out and help me with my plants every single day, and then I would go out there maybe every other day or whatever and pump my raw milk and, talk to the plants or whatever. If I had to do some trimming or whatever, I had my bus. I have a mid-size bus that I take around to all different festivals and everything, and I camp in that. It's like an RV bus, kind of like a mini tiny home or whatever. I can just drive around. And I parked that out there for the whole season, and then I could just sleep. I sleep in a chair, in a recliner chair every single night, because the way my back healed after my surgeries. So I just put a chair in the bus, and then if I got too late at night where the mosquitoes would start coming out or whatever, I would just jump in the bus, eat my, cook my dinner and go to sleep, and then get up early in the morning. Their chickens there would always wake me up.
Sounds like you like it.
Crack of dawn. They got like 100.
He said it's so fun.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
He said it's so fun.
It's so rewarding. Yeah, bro. I'll send you a picture of my. I'll click out here in a little bit. Send you a picture of my field if you can. I don't know if you could put it up or not or whatever, but I'll send you a picture, and it's something else, bro. Look at it, and there's a piece of farm machinery next to it that's probably about 16 feet tall. It's like one of those. Well, kind of like that. It would take the feed up to a certain point. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's 16 feet tall, and some of my plants are like real close to, a couple feet below it and stuff. And
that's funny how it's just all lined up. I mean, that's right there, man. That's the hands of getting you all into that, and now you're you do it organically, and you're helping a lot of people, man. That's amazing. Sounds like a lot of work. So after you get them all grown, then you got to harvest them, right? Is that all the steps, like the trimming and all that, and then it goes to harvest, or is there more in between, like other little things?
So you gotta keep them watered, and check them all the time and make sure they're all healthy, and tell them how beautiful they are all the time. And then when it gets to be October, they're full. The buds are completely full, and they start the leaves start dropping off of the buds, and then that's when you harvest. We pulled every single one of them out of the ground, and then we hung them in the hay barn, which is probably 50 yards from where I was growing. And it worked out perfectly because the hay has to be kept at a perfect humidity, and it's the exact humidity that it takes to cure hemp. And so I was able to hang all my hemp up in the hay loft, and it cured it completely perfectly by just hanging all the plants all the way through on all the roof joists,
That's so much work, man.
That went across, and so it worked out absolutely perfect. I had my guy helping me, and he would help. He had a wife that lived with him, and he would help. And then I had two other guys that I got on my construction crew that bring out. They all love it, right? Because they're, you smell it, and it smells like, weed, it smells amazing. You get within 100 yards of my field, dude, and if it's downwind, dude, you're smelling it, dude.
You get the discount for the smell. It's like, I'll pay you X because you get to smell it.
It's a free air freshener.
So how long does it take to hang all that stuff between all you guys?
Oh, we harvested and hung
so much work.
Probably 3 days.
So much work.
3 8-hour days. Being really careful. You got to be really careful with each plant, and put them in the same direction, and we put them on the bed of the truck on a piece of plywood, and drive them over to the barn, and each one of them, take each one of them off, hang them up, wrap around the roots. And if you can pull them out of the ground and then hang them around the roots, it's so much easier. Just have a lasso hanging off the roof. trusses, you know.
So how long does it take to
and
let them
able to
dry?
just
So do you have to
hang
keep
'em.
checking them, or
Yep.
is it usually about the same?
Yep. It's some of them it just depends on like the airflow, the exact airflow of each spot, you know. Like some are done in a month, some are done a little bit quicker than that, you know. It just depends. And then and then take them off of there, and then each bud has to get cut off
Wow.
from each
How many's on a plant
plant,
usually,
you
roughly
know.
estimation?
And yeah, it depends. If you were to not trim like I do at the
Yeah.
beginning, I trim the plants so that they grow into a bush. You just had one stalk throughout that, it would probably be like maybe 3 hours to do one, but each plant it's probably like 4 hours, four and a
Wow.
half hours of trimming
Wow.
for each
It's like,
plant.
I feel like it's
Takes a long time.
Cobra Kai, like Karate Kid, where they're like trimming the bonsais.
That's
Wow.
exactly what it is. Yep. And I didn't have a lot of people have like actual trimmers where they can just throw the buds in and then it cuts them perfect and all that. I didn't have that. We just had 5 guys sitting around a table and just, you know, BS and smoking the flower. Like we would
Wow.
take, yep. It makes you feel amazing. It doesn't really get you high. It sort of gets you high, but it doesn't get you high. So you're still able to do
Hey,
all the work.
you got
know?
another
But,
happy customer down in the
all
chat
the
too.
cannabinoids.
Metamorph Mine. So
Who?
he's frogs.
Nice.
Frogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I sent Frog
Oh,
some
so
goodies.
Frogs knows
She
you
loves
now.
it.
That's
So
awesome.
hey, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Hey.
Make sure you guys go.
Yeah, I was watching her
I'm
stream and
telling
she
you.
said she was in
Nice.
pain.
I'm
So I was like,
telling
hey, let
you,
me send you
man.
some
This is a
samples
big
and
deal.
try it
That's why I
out.
hope we grow, because we'll always be throwing you on here, man, because you're helping so many people, man. I don't care if we got to 1 million, 10 million followers. I mean, you might have to get a bigger farm. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? You might.
Not happening.
Another half acre.
It's all right. If I run out, I run out. Yeah. Good luck. We're running
Would you
out.
teach
But
somebody
no,
though?
I don't mind even
Yeah,
just
would you teach
Yeah,
somebody?
would somebody?
supporting
You
you
know what I
guys.
mean?
Yeah. I've taught tons of people because I sell the
Yeah.
seeds that I own the strain. So I'll sell my seeds. Yeah, I sell a quarter pound of seeds for like $3,000.
Yeah.
And then that's a big bag of
That's
seeds. You know, people can do a
awesome.
huge grow for that. Yeah. And or 50
Yeah.
cents a seed if they just want like 20 or 100 or whatever, if they just want to do something in their
That's
backyard or whatever.
awesome.
Yeah, just 50 cents a seed. And then they have to be in charge of, you know, deciding what's a male and what's a female. And you have to research that and, you know, see what a male looks like and what a female looks like. And the females have like real small
Yeah.
nodes, small stems in between their nodes. They're like real small and more bushy. And the males just grow super tall because they have
Yes.
to pollinate all the females around them. So they grow really tall, really fast. So they
That's
have big
amazing that you know
sections
that.
between their nodes. So it's pretty easy to tell once they're growing, you know, pretty good size. You could tell right away if they're male or female, if they're bushy or non-bushy or how tall they are, you know, kind of thing. Every once in a while, you get like a hermaphrodite that grows both male and female on the same plant, and then you have to be like, you know, pull it out because the pollen will just pollinate all your buds, and then your whole bud is
Ah,
seeds. And so you want to
that's why
try
they
to
do
get
it.
all the males out.
Yeah, I
You want to
get you
try to get all
now.
the males out.
I'm getting it now. Yes.
You
Yes.
can't have too many seeds in it. Yeah,
Wow.
because then it's worthless. You know, it'll
Yeah.
end up being
Wow.
all
I get it
seed.
now. So I mean,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
labor. Remember we were doing the labors of love the other day. This is freaking labor's love right here, man.
Yeah.
The things he's doing, I mean, he does a lot for himself
Yeah,
because he
dude.
uses it on his own back and he uses all these other products as well, right? Yeah, but I know, I know,
That's
but
what
you're
it started out
sharing
like.
this
I just
because
wanted
other
to do
people
it
have
for
issues,
myself.
man. And that's a lot of labor and love, man.
Yep. And allegedly, like RSO, you know,
Yeah.
like Rick Simpson oil, the extract with like they use I use 190 proof alcohol to extract
Yeah.
you know, make a tincture out of it. It's pretty much a tincture that you boiled all the way down into an oil. And then allegedly that can treat, the big C and all that stuff. And so I've been able to help people get through that. Yeah. I have several Shalomi homies right now that I'm just like, here, dude, I'm going to send you some for free because I want you to,
that's amazing.
Get over the big C. Yeah. Because I love you, man. I want you to stay around.
That's amazing.
It helps tons of people if they have to do the doctor's recommended stuff.
Yeah.
The chemo and all that stuff. If they have to do that, then it helps them get through that because it gives them
the energy and all that.
The ability to eat and get hungry. Yep. Helps them through all that. A lot of people, even if they're truthers, they'll just follow what the doctor said because they don't really have all that much other. They can research all they want, but they're not sure that it's going to work. But what I do is I'll make sure I don't tell people that radiation is gonna kill you, or gonna unalive you, just
it's
whatever. Because placebo is a huge thing. If you believe it's gonna work for you, it's like top notch. Like people have just been taking sugar pills forever, and it's been helping them. It's like if
you're just adding another layer of, hey, this will help you.
Yes.
And so now they got double. They have the thing that they're doing with the doctor plus what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yep. I love you, man. I want you to feel good because it does make them feel horrible. But I love you, man. I want you to feel better and feel good. And so here you go. Let me help you out a little bit. And all the stuff that I make, I sell to my normal customers. I put most of that towards like
awesome, man.
People,
man,
getting them.
It's like, all right, I'm making them.
My main gig is construction.
I want to show people the reason why we're going through so much detail and I'm asking is to show the labor of love that you put into each thing, each plant, singing to the girls and all that. You know what I mean? I think it's amazing because like there's so much work in here, because Chelsey, she's learning from food even.
Yeah.
Like we can cook the same thing, but mine tastes better and she uses the same ingredients.
Yes.
And and I hate to say it, it's the love. She's so worried about messing up.
Yeah.
There you go.
With love.
See,
don't worry about it.
She worries about like I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna do this,
amazing.
and I don't do that. I just throw this in here, that in there. It's like amazing.
Nope.
And then she'll like measure every single thing to make sure, check everything. Yep. And then she's like, "Why doesn't it taste as good?" Because I go, "I just cook with love. I just throw this in here. I do that in there, and that's it." But she's getting better. Like there's certain things you can feel the confidence, and so she can just have the love to do it. And there's certain things she's trying to learn, and then you can feel when it's not that. And I'm like, there's
a little food hesitation.
Yes.
You're hesitate. You take a bite and you're hesitate because you're like, is this good or not? That's my hesitation in cooking.
No, don't doubt it. Just know it when you're, you love the people you're cooking for, and just it's always going to taste good to them. Just
see?
Don't worry about it.
Because like your labor's a love. So you're doing that. So like, or you harvest them and now you got them drying, which takes 3 days roughly. And now you're saying 30 days. I mean like 3 days to hang them, I'm saying. 3 days to hang them around.
Yep.
And then you got to wait. And then so for each plant, it takes 4 hours for each plant. For you to take so if you have 350 plants, right.
For one person. So if I have 5 guys around the table cutting, so
that's
we can pretty much do one plant.
Yeah, but that's still 350 hours. Yeah, I get you. I'm not saying that. It's the labor of love. Don't knock down your labor of love, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. There's a lot to what he's doing.
I get it.
I mean, he could be doing anything else. He could go play pickleball, I don't know, golf, whatever. Yeah, he said he used to golf. He could be golfing. He wouldn't have to do this for you guys. He could get he could do a smaller amount of plants, get enough rub and stuff for himself, and then just go golfing or something.
Yep. That's not even the half of it. So after I trim and do all that stuff, you
were talking about that.
Yeah, what's that mean? What's that mean?
So most of the guys that have their great big warehouses, they will never talk to their plants. They won't ever make them feel like they're beautiful. They'll just grow a huge warehouse full of plants, and they're mostly feminized seeds. They spend a whole ton of money to grow their great big warehouse, and then they'll take the flower and push it out with butane or propane in a great big system. It pushes the butane through the flower, and then the oil comes out of the end by forcing it out.
Yeah.
You know, with a solvent. It's either, you know, butane, propane, a lot of different gases. And then sometimes they'll have a circulation system where they can save, you know, 60% of the butane or whatever, but they're paying a whole bunch of money for that butane or propane. And then they have to get specific butane and propane that doesn't smell. It doesn't have that additive.
Yeah. So yeah,
that makes it.
Yeah, you smell it.
You know, when you get a propane
Mm-hmm.
for your tank,
Yeah, they have
it has
to
like
that.
smell. The
Yes.
worst smell. No. You have to get the clean propane, so you have to pay extra.
Yeah,
to
see,
not get
pop
the-
up the
most people don't.
difference.
Yeah,
put
people
into
don't
it.
realize that it
Yep.
only smells because they put additive in. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you wouldn't smell a lot of these gases. Yeah,
That's right.
So now, so my daughter in the chat, you see what she
never
wrote?
smell it.
Yeah, she said she likes trimming, that it's relaxing.
Yeah, and then she said smoking.
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
really
At the
is
same time.
relaxing.
That's what he said he does. That's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. We have just a regular, you know, like a pipe that you would smoke tobacco out of, and then just pack it completely full of hemp. That's cured and perfect and fresh as can be. Yep, pass that around, you know, and like that it doesn't get you
Until we're
that
done,
high,
buddy.
you know. It just
When we're
you can
done.
smoke it all night
When we're
long and
done.
not really, you
Come
know,
on.
feel it because
Keep
it's
going. Keep going down.
0.3%
Later.
THC
No,
or
you're
less.
going
You
to
know,
meet.
it's
When
like a
we're
real
done, you
small
wanna-
amount of
When we're done.
THC.
It's gotta be good.
You know, but the
be good.
cannabinoids
The
just
thing-
make you
the
feel
thing,
amazing.
I think it's like,
you know?
like
And
Gabby. Man, Gabby
yeah.
wish she would have lived near there. She'd probably go help you. Yeah. So Gabby's a big believer in that. My oldest.
Oh yeah. I talk to all my buddies all around everywhere and like come on out and help, you know, like at harvest
Yeah.
time. It's just crazy, you know. But yeah, and then
That's
once we
funny.
start the dry ice hash
He
process.
said, I think I'm moving to Wisconsin next week.
Yeah, because he lives in Kentucky.
It's legal everywhere.
but he wants to
bro.
come help you harvest.
I think he wants to help,
bro.
yeah.
I can send you some seeds. Oh yeah, that's cool. Come on up, bro.
This is
Yep, come on up.
This is
I'll put you
amazing,
up.
man.
I'll put you
Like,
up in the shop.
this is
See,
this is
and
the community
Yep.
that
I
we
got a
want.
huge
And this
shop,
is-
dude.
yeah.
80 by 20.
This is
the
on
community we
2
want to build
levels.
right here.
Yes, that's why
Dude.
we
Flat
have
out
this.
true. That's why we have this. We want this to be like that. It would be fun for people to go up there, get to know JJ, help them out. They get their stuff, you get your stuff. You guys get to know each other, and then you guys can talk online. And then, like, you know, it's just like building truth. You know, that's what we want.
Yeah, that's why we have the master classes. Like True Seeker came in and he's
Yep.
like, "Oh man, I missed the biblical calendar master class." Like, yeah, it was last night, but we're gonna have master classes in the private platform that everybody can ask questions. Everybody come in. It's a lot more in depth and things like that. And that's the same thing here. Like, you could do a master class, JJ. Like, hey, do you want to learn how to do this?
Yeah. Yeah, you could. And you could help a lot of people. And then they could come out.
And then you don't have to
Help
worry
you.
about making as much because they're like, hey, you're
Yep.
like, hey, I ran out, but I know all of these people that I taught.
Yeah.
You can get some from them.
Yes. Yep. You know, and it's like I think
Yeah.
that's amazing, man.
Yep,
All right. So
that's how it
now,
is.
what step we're into? We're into you trimming.
Dry
Yeah.
ice.
Yes. What is
The
that?
dry ice hash.
What does that
So
mean
You get through
for
the
us?
whole thing, and then you got I have a
Okay.
bag that's this tall, this wide, a great big huge cure
Okay.
bag full of
Yeah.
flour. That's just the flour, right? And then you take that flour and then you put it into a bubble hash.
Do you have
bag,
a sample?
which is
do you have a sample of the
that has
baggies?
Really, really
The
small.
bag, or you don't have a? Can you show us a bag?
Of the not the bag, but I could show you the hash, like the hash that I have. I got some of that ready to go for the rub. But yeah, it's so it has really, really
Okay.
small micron holes in the bag. And you take the dry, so they sell dry ice.
All right.
Sorry, my timer went off. They have they sell dry
Yes,
ice.
yes,
You know, like you would
yes.
ship meat or stuff like that. It's pure CO2 and it's so
Yes.
cold. It's like
Yes.
you'll burn your hands if you touch it, like for a long.
How big is the bag?
Rubber
How big is the
bag?
bag? The dry ice bag?
Because it's super duper
Is that
cold.
pretty big? Wow.
Oh, I get 100 pounds of dry ice at a time in a big cooler. I have a great big huge cooler, and then I buy it's $1 a pound where I get it from. So it's bulk, normally it's probably like $5 a pound or something if you just buy one, but I buy 100 pounds at a time and I get it for $1 a pound. So I have a huge cooler full of dry ice. And then I have a huge window that I took out of a construction site, like a bay window. And then I have like 4 bags where I have, you put 2 pounds of dry ice in with 1 pound of flour. So the bag weighs 3 pounds plus whatever the bag weighs, like a little bit more than that. So, and then you have to shake that bag at a perfect consistency so that the dry ice comes around the flour and goes past the flour and then pushes the trichomes, which are frozen off the buds, out of the bag. And then it's almost like dust. It's like keef. If anybody knows what keef is, that's what it is. It's keef. It's the trichomes that is the medicine on the hemp. That's what you harvest. And then, so we got a few guys all the way around the window of glass in a sterile environment, and each guy is shaking the bag like 1,000 times per batch. At such a perfect shake. You have to lift up and then you have to drop it down so that it goes poof, it puffs out the trichomes each shake. And then you wait till it starts getting to the end of where all the trichomes are gone, and then you toss that part of it out and then start new again. Put another pound of flour in and 2 pounds of dry ice. Just, I have a scooper that is a certain amount, and then we do, amount of scoops into the bag. And then some guys will do less because it hurts their arm after a while.
1,000.
And when you're doing it in a sterile environment,
1,000 times.
It's rough, dude. You start out with like 5 guys at the beginning, and then by the end of the week, like there's 2 people, and their arms, they're all like this with their arms.
Hey, you know what?
I'm used to it,
you got the perfect thing for it.
all
Just
day
rub
long,
some
but-
on.
Yeah,
Keep
bro. Hey,
going.
let me get some
That's
rub for
amazing.
you. Yeah. Some of them just, yeah. It's all of my guys that are usually doing construction, so they hit hammers a lot, so they got somewhat strong arms, but But the thing is, when you're doing it in a sterile environment, you can't have any like wind blowing in or anything. You can't just do it out in a field or something. You can't have the wind blowing in because then it'll blow all your medicine away. So it has to be like in a room. And so when you have all that dry ice in there, that's pure CO2. So you have to like let a little bit of air in because you have to get the oxygenated. You can't like just take all the CO2 out of the room because then everybody's like, and so it's a process, man. Yep. And then nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. They all want to just grab their butane and
it's easy, right?
It's easier.
It's easier.
And do it that way. Yeah, it's easy. That's all. And one guy can do it. And
but it's not as good for you. So why would you do it?
No, man. You have to run it through a vacuum system. So after you push it all out with that butane and propane, you put it in a little container that has a vacuum at the top, and then it pulls all the butane.
You can keep that.
Pulls all the butane out of the top of it. And so it takes the solvents out of it. And so, there's a whole nother process over and above that. And they have to get it perfect. Some of those CBD oils out there might not be taking the butane completely out of it. So you might be ingesting butane with your CBD oil. And this way it's pure CO2. So CO2 can't hurt you like that. It just evaporates, right? Like, when you take a piece of dry ice and you hold it out in the air, it's gone. Like it just evaporates because it's, CO2. So, but it's so cold that it freezes all that beautiful, medicine at such a low temperature that they just break right off perfectly. And, you're able to harvest them that way. And you end up with a great big layer of dust on the glass, and then you scrape it up with a sterile card or whatever, and then push it all into a pile, and you end up with a nice big pile. And then I put it into mason jars that are all, sterilized and everything. And then that's my hash that I use for all my products. Like, I don't use oil in any of my products. I do rub, soaps, bath bombs, bath scrubs, capsules, but it's you take that hash then and then activate it, which means you add heat to it. So when you add heat to any kind of hemp or any of that type of product, it activates it and brings all the good cannabinoids out in it. So I take a nice sterile glass bowl and activate it under heat so that all the cannabinoids come out and makes it really,
how long does
really
it take
good.
you to go through all those plants and shake it? I mean,
bro, I've never added it all up.
It's gotta be weeks, right? Weeks of it.
I know. Yeah. I just through the whole thing. I get as many of my buddies and my construction crew to come out and help, and then pay the guys I got to pay, and a lot of guys will just come out and help me just for fun, or
that's amazing though.
Or whatever
that's cool.
Yep, and just get as many people out as possible and just come out and hang out. And I'm part of communities where it's like urban Amish, when some people need help. Urban Amish, bro. We have. When people, if they need help, like they'll call all their buddies, we'll all go out there and help them. And then if we need help, we call them and they come out and help us. And it's just, just like
that's
raising
awesome.
a barn or anything like that.
This is amazing.
They believe.
All right, now really quickly, we've gone on for about an hour, so I'm going to do our little spiel, and then do you want to take up panel for questions?
Sure. We might as well stay on all this.
Yeah, we might as well stay on. I was going to keep everything on. Right. But I just want to give, again, shout out to JJ. If you're on TikTok, go to his bio, friend him up, check the link. Go to jjsgarden.com for everybody else. Use the promo code TFOT for a good deal. And check out all of his stuff. Like I said, we showed the rub earlier, and he's got bath bombs, he's got capsules, he's got all sorts of stuff. So definitely check him out. And we've got three out of 3 positive reviews. So
yeah, and that's just recent people now that are actually in the chat, right? Aren't most of them in the chat? Yeah. So it's very amazing.
Yeah. And then for everybody else. Nice.
So JJ's natural CBD rub.
Yeah, you're reversed right now.
Big Bible verse. I know. So it says JJ's natural CBD rub, brought to you by
That's amazing.
Mashiach, Jesus Christ's name. I pray this herb yields you relief. And then I got a nice little Bible verse on the bottom. Yeah. Genesis 1:12. And the earth brought forth seed. And what is it? And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding after his kind, and the tree yielding seed was in itself.
Oh, you muted again.
Oh, yeah.
You're mute.
You're muted.
There
you go. There you go.
Yeah. So that's amazing though. So man, it's so much work, and that's not even dude, that's just to extract the stuff. That's not to make that and all of his bath bombs, all those things is extra work on top of what he's doing. So it's not even that. It's that's just to get the stuff to put in everything. And so you said the rub was the first thing you made. You said, right? Really? Yep.
That'll take, I'm going to make some tonight, and that'll probably take me all the way through till the morning. I'll probably have to stay up all night and make it all the way through the night. Melt all the beeswax, the shea butter, the olive oil, the coconut oil. Yeah. And you can't heat it up too fast or anything like that. You have to just melt it at perfect, temperature. Yeah, and then add the hash.
That's so funny. You're telling everybody your process, but I guarantee if they tried it themselves, they probably wouldn't be able to do it.
They'd give up.
I've been doing it so long. It's like, yeah, the first couple of times it was pretty rough, and like I used to sell in like a clear little thing, and it would just be like chunks all, and like you just have to perfect it, and
Yeah.
like know the system. Yep. And then I put essential oils in there. Lemongrass is the base, so it's pretty has a pretty good lemongrass base, and then I use
Wow.
frankincense, myrrh, marjoram, Roman
Wow.
chamomile, and
That'd
copaiba
be a good candle.
after the lemongrass. Yeah, no doubt. You can make a beeswax candle out of that, no doubt.
That's
It
funny.
smells amazing.
That's what they saying. Somebody's funny.
That is funny. All right. Well, if anybody does want to come up on panel and ask questions or chat, just let us know.
That's buddy.
Hit the button.
Paul says you must need reading glasses. No, he's got his contact. It moved.
Yeah. I usually wear like my safety glasses that are, during the day. And
Yeah, I got you.
wear my contacts.
So hey, if anybody wants to come up, just come up so you guys can ask them questions. I'm really curious. So you just started doing more products. How'd you fall into extra products? You did your rub, and then you did your rub because you needed some for your ailments, right? And then, so why'd you do everything else? Like the bath bomb, you thought it was gonna be a good idea, or you heard of it, or?
Yep, I've had all the hash, and then it just sets me up with people. They come in and they're like, "Oh, I have these bath bombs I make, would you like to try some?" And I'm like, "Can you make me some?" And put my hash in there, and then like my apothecary friend, that she has a huge like apothecary, way more stuff than I have on my website, but I get stuff from her that she makes me
That's
in
amazing.
bulk, and wholesale. Everything that I ever do, I just do wholesale with people that have, been my friends, that I help them out.
That's
and they
amazing.
sell it to me in bulk, and just gets set up. I have a tea, like herbal teas. That's a lady so I had a brick and mortar set up in my city where I had a shop that was a CBD drink bar, so people can just come in and hang out and not have to go and drink alcohol, but still have the ability to come in and hang out and be social without the bar setting, in a bar setting.
Yeah, because I seen part of that.
Yep. And that's what I do when I go to all my festivals and everything. I make CBD lemonades or kombucha, CBD kombuchas. I make my own kombucha too, like make and then mix the CBD with it, like on site. If they want just regular kombucha or regular lemonade, cool. But if they want CBD or if they want a buzz, we can do THCA in there. And so, yeah, it would just, there was a guy that I met down in Madison, which is about 30 miles from me. They have a bar set up down there, the same exact thing. I just modeled my shop after their shop, and they would give me wholesale. They still do give me wholesale deals on all their products, which they make in-house. They make water soluble oils that you can put in drinks, gummies, vapes, different carts, anything really, like chocolates. Yep. And they have their own chemists, they have their own lab, and it's all like nano, because they can spin it at such a high frequency that it breaks it up into little teeny pieces, so you're able to put it into a drink, without the oil all raising to the top. It mixes in perfectly with the drink. Yep, it's a special process that they use. It doesn't add chemicals or anything, it just spins it such a high
That's
spin
amazing.
rate. Yeah, makes perfectly water soluble stuff. Yep. And then I sell the drops too, where you can just mix your own drinks at home and that kind of stuff. I don't have that on the website right now, but
so it's like a secret menu item.
A little bit.
For now.
If you want it, you can just reach out to me.
Come on, guys. I know you guys have questions, because a lot of you guys even use his products or products like his. Come on up, man. Don't be shy. He's willing to answer any questions. Because like Paul's going at it in the chat. There's like people going at it in the chat. Yep. It's just easier if you come up.
Or hey, anybody?
That's cool. Yeah, come on up. Can you guys talk for a minute?
Sure. And then anybody else that if you got questions, or if you, like you said, all the people that have got his products and you want to just talk about it, like
help them out.
That counts.
Yeah, help them out. We're gonna set it up so we can bring people up. And yeah, you must well get him and Paul. Yeah, maybe in Midwest. Dewey, are you available? Hope you're doing all right. But yeah, he's got like, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. If you're into this stuff, especially for these type of products, I mean, this is a great one. You know, like we would do more for the ailment part. I mean, we don't smoke or anything like that, so we're not into that part. But the healing part would be amazing, like some of that stuff. Paul, and you tried it, and I don't know if oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Boyfriend I've tried, and it's
Now,
done good on my
did you hear his
rotator cuff.
process, man? All that work. Woo!
Yeah, when he was explaining last time, that was a lot. I got friends in Michigan that do
crazy.
something similar to what he does, but they do
Yeah.
the cannabis.
Oh, hold on. He's in
JJ,
the bathroom right now.
my wife's
Yeah, he's in the bathroom. We're stalling for him.
Oh, okay, he's right.
No, go ahead.
He's back. That's quick, I guess. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
JJ, Chaz has a question. She wants to know if you have something
Thanks,
similar
Harvey.
to cannabis oil.
RSO.
Who's making it? Who's making it?
Rick Simpson oil.
What?
Yep.
It's fine. We'll pick it up later.
Okay.
Yep. I got that on the website. Yep.
All right.
It's awesome. Allegedly.
I want to know what you do with all the waste from all
I
the
keep it.
stems and stuff that you don't use. I
I
mean,
keep it. I'm actually looking for somebody that will invest with me to buy a processor for all the, fiber and all
It's a
that
block,
stuff
right?
to be able to process that into
Yeah.
different hempcrete blocks. Yeah, that's why my name is
That's-
Hempcrete.
that's
Because I'm a
what-
carpenter, so I want to make hempcrete houses. It's going to be a
What kind of process
revolution.
are you looking for?
that's the kind of stuff
I'm
that
looking for an investor so that I can get the actual processor. Yeah, it's a real.
I know, 3 hemp farmers here in Shawnee County that went belly up, and all their stuff is up for sale.
Nice. Yep. Dude, the processor I need is going to make all the stuff all together in one
Here,
processor.
I'll take care of
It's
it.
going to make my fiber, and
You mind them?
going to do the ethanol. It's going to do the everything that make my board, the stuff I need for my boards to make my
Got it.
boards, just like bamboo. You can do so much stuff out of hemp. It's absolutely unbelievable. Like it can make hemp.
can you sell it to clothing manufacturers or people who make clothes out of it? Can you sell what you've got left over to somebody like that?
I think he's looking at something. Teacup means you went into a different app. Thanks, dude. Or that, or you got a phone call. That happens. Sometimes people get a phone call and it'll do that.
Yeah, sorry. I got a prayer timer set up, and it keeps going off, and I just kept snoozing it instead of
That's all
hitting
right.
back. I'm sorry.
Did you hear his question?
Yeah. If it goes off again, I'll just exit and then. Yeah. So where did I end up?
Would you hear my question about taking all your stuff and trying to sell it maybe to some of these clothing manufacturers or something of that nature?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to really sell in bulk like that. I want to be able to I have like seasons and seasons and seasons full of like fiber that are in big, huge bales that are at the farm, that are just sitting there ready for me to process. I'm probably never going to just sell it because it's really not worth all that much if I would just sell it.
Gotcha.
But to make it into my own, I want to be able to build my own house out of hempcrete. And,
That's what sounds really cool. I went and checked your stuff out, but the hempcrete it's fireproof.
Oh yeah.
It's really, really,
Fireproof.
really cool. You could make,
Yeah.
they've got those houses now where they make them out of blocks. They look like Lego blocks when they fit together.
That's exactly right. You could build yourself blocks, but there's a 30-day cure. So you have to build the blocks ahead of time and then take them to the job site 30 days after you make them.
Well,
So that's the only holdback. It's a cure, but you could do them on site with slip forms. You build regular framing, and then you put a piece of plywood up against the framing, which is a slip form.
Yeah.
And then you pour the hempcrete into it, and then you can move it right away. There's no weight.
It hardens that fast?
Yeah, it's automatic.
Nothing
Because
like
all it is hemp, lime, and water. But you have to have mechanical set lime, because that will cure like a 12-inch wall or bigger. If you don't use mechanical set lime, which is a special kind of lime, or you can use a metakaolin additive that you can add to regular lime and add an additive into it.
It's like when they make fireproof concrete, it's like 75 pounds of ash per cubic foot.
Yep. Instead of that, you're putting the hemp into the ash. So it's just lime, hemp, and water. And then that will make like a fireproof, perfect block. And then, so what happens is you build the block, right? And all you need is a lime binder on each side of it. And that's your whole house. It takes the place of you build the framing inside of the block. You put a 4x4 block inside of it, and then you build it like a Lego. Right. So you have like 4x4s, 3 4x4s inside the block.
Gotcha.
And then on the top, and then the bottom has holes for the next block to fit into, just like a Lego, or yeah, exactly like that. They're built, and then it has to have that cure. You have to cure it.
How much do they weigh?
Oh, it's light. It's light. It's just the lime, and what makes it so perfect is that it has the inside of the hemp plant has like little holes into it, so it makes it's like at a 18-inch wall. It's a R60 insulation rating, which is like unheard of, bro. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't get that for nothing, and it's fireproof. It sequesters the humidity. This is what the huge thing about it is. So you build the block and you put it on there. You put your lime plaster over the top of it. It takes the humidity and makes the humidity in the house perfect at all times. If it's too humid, it sucks it in. If it needs humidity, it lets it go. So there's never any mold or anything like that. No toxins. You can build an entire house.
It's like the old Spanish adobes.
Dude, they have hempcrete houses in
Wow.
England that are 1,000 years old.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
1,000-year-old hempcrete.
Why would they ever stop making something? Why would they stop making
Bro, they demonized
Thanks,
it,
Kenneth.
bro. They demonized it. Everybody in the 40s, during World War II, had to have hemp on their farm.
Wow.
If they had a farm, they had to grow it. No matter what, you had to grow it, and then they demonized it.
They have to do it. There's no money in a 1,000-year-old house, man. There's no money in a car that runs perfect for over 2 years. That's why they want
a light bulb that lasts
The
forever.
first Model A was
yeah, you know what I mean. There's no money in that in their
indestructible.
mind. They want you to consume and recycle, trade it. Why do you think an iPhone gets traded in every year? You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But they do that with Samsung can do it now. You got Samsung for life, so you can trade in your new Samsung every year, 18 months. It's just like we're into that. Like we need the next new thing, not the next thing that works. It's really bad. I mean, it does get like that.
Well, they get it where you can't.
Yes, because they'll do something to it.
Ones.
Yeah, I'm down.
What
We make some cash, man. We're gonna get in with JJ. We're gonna make us a hemp house.
Yeah.
And we build a new house. It'll be hemp.
We talked about this.
Bro, that's what. Yeah.
I say we talked
When
about
it
this
gets down to it-
we did a show
sis.
about hydroponic called How to Grow in Water. So if anybody hasn't seen it, check it out on YT. And we had talked about the hempcrete. There was three main ones we had talked about. The hempcrete, and then there was one
It's like the hay, right?
yeah, it wasn't a hay. It was
Some kind of like.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you brought up the
Aerocrete.
Aerocrete, which sounded cool too. But
There's
all of
something
those are
else,
really neat.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
super duper cheap.
What is
Super duper cheap. If you want a cheap house, so you make blocks out of Aerocrete. You take the concrete and then you blast air into it, and it makes the concrete go really, really far, and it's light. And then it makes blocks out of it, and then you can use a compass, make a dome out of it, and then you cut the blocks at the perfect angle that you need each block to be. The compass will tell you what angle you need each block to be, and then you build the dome up as it goes all the way up to the top. And Aerocrete, it's called. It's not as it doesn't sequester the humidity like the Hempcrete does, but it'll still keep you pretty warm and pretty cool at the same time.
Could you blow some hemp into that?
Well, that's what the lime. It's lime hemp
The
fiber
hempcrete.
and the inside of the hemp plant and
It would be cool.
lime and water.
It would be cool just to be part of something like that and to be part of the startup of it all,
Yeah. Well, dude, I know how to do it, Earl. It's just been, I just need the processor. It's like $100,000 for the processor that I need. Otherwise, you got to do so much work to be able to take the fiber off the plant. You have to so I studied how the Hmong people, they make a hemp burial cloth for their whole clothes, and they do it all by hand. And that's pretty much how you would have to do it if you didn't have a processor. It breaks they use a little thing that they smack a wood thing that they break each piece of the hemp plant all the way down the whole thing, and then they rip the fiber off of it, and then they put it through a comb it into fiber, and then they make clothes out of it. They dye it, make clothes out of it, and then they're buried in that. They want to have a completely natural burial cloth, so they make their own thing. And like, it's crazy, bro. It's such a huge process, but you can get a processor that'll do all that, that'll make all the different things out of it, the oil, the fiber, the hempcrete.
Well, how would you go about? Would you have to build forms for all the blocks? So many of them you can make at a time. How much of that product?
Well,
would it
you
take
have
to make
your
one of those
own.
blocks?
Yeah, if you're gonna build blocks, you have your own. It's like a jig almost, or a mold, and then you put the 4x4s in the mold right where you need it to be, and then you put the hempcrete mixture in there, and then pat it down just a little teeny bit. And then you just pull it out and let it sit 30 days. You have to cure 30 days. That's the only drawback of the whole thing, or it would be just such a huge revolution in building, because there's so many toxins in a regular house. Bro, every single thing we work with is full of toxins and chemicals. But you can build just one block, and there's zero chemicals in the whole thing. And so as soon as there's a lot of people that have, allergies to different things that houses are built with, they'll be able to have a completely toxin-free home. And it's getting to the point now where there's so many people growing hemp, including me, that it's way cheaper. You used to have to import all the fiber, all the mechanical set lime, and all the stuff you needed for it. You had to import it from the UK. That was the only place they were building it. So now everything we need is in America, so we don't have to import it all. And so it's about the same price for a hempcrete house as it is for a traditional house. So it's getting to the point where it's just pretty soon it's gonna be a revolution where everybody's gonna be like, why would I have a house full of toxins when I can just build a hempcrete house and it makes the perfect humidity all the time, so I'm never got to worry about mold.
Have you tried to figure out about how much product it would take for, like, say, an 1,800 square foot home?
Yep.
Have you tried to do any of those numbers? Have you tried to figure any of that out?
It's like 3 full acres of hemp grown as fiber.
But then you're not being so careful with it. You don't have to worry about it being a girl, female, or male. This way you can just use
That's
all.
right. You want males because they grow so much taller, and then you get a lot more of the inside of the plant. Yep, when you're growing for fiber.
Okay, so you keep
want
your
more
males for that
because
purpose, and then your females you use for your product.
grow taller. No, I don't keep them. No, I just rip them out of the ground. But I still have all.
She's saying if you were doing it that way.
If you were doing it that way,
if you were. Yep. If you could go through all the seeds and then take the males out, yeah, you'd be better off growing a male because it's so much taller.
So you'd almost need two.
So much more.
Yeah, you don't get two fields. One for female, one for male. One for block, one for not. Yes.
Yep, in completely different areas because you don't want the male to pollinate. Man.
Yeah.
It goes so long in the wind, so far in the wind.
Quick, too.
Plus, if you got bees,
in 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, and you can have like CBD honey if you had like bees around there pollinating your females. Like, oh man.
We thought about that.
We thought about that. Yeah, we want to.
I want to have beehives so bad. I have all the hives. I just haven't gotten it together yet. I want to get a swarm that's like natural.
If you want that, I'm talking to some bee people.
We're gonna have a bee person on.
We're gonna get a bee person on, so they might have some connections. Yeah,
dude, there's a whole bunch of them, man.
There's so many.
You can't believe how many bee person there really is.
I know. I have tons and tons of friends who are beer keepers, but they're just not in my area. So if you take a bee from California and try to have it be good in Wisconsin, it's just going to die in the wintertime. So you lose a lot of your hives if you can get a swarm of a native bee colony in Wisconsin and say a swarm made a hive in somebody's house, right?
Yeah.
And they want them out of there. So you go there and you rescue the swarm. You go and you find the queen. You put it into your beehive, and then you just leave it sit there.
Yes.
And then all the other bees will come into there.
Put it right in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Or you could cut it out. Like that would be great for me because I'm a carpenter. I can be like, hey, I'll fix your stuff. I'll take the beehive out, or I'll take the bees all out. I'll have them gone, and then I'll fix all the stuff that I have to cut them out with.
Yeah.
Because you have to cut all the the area out to get the thing out. So you're wrecking their house.
That's like somebody was telling me it's $10K usually to remove one.
Yeah. Well, because you have to fix everything that you cut it out. And most guys that are out there doing bees, they're not carpenters. They don't know how to take the stuff off without just cutting everything out. Yep. So that's why it costs $10,000 because they just go in there and get the sawzall and cut them out, and then you got to go back there. You're up there like trying to fix something that is just cut into pieces.
Well,
you could just take it out real nicely and
I might put a little stump there and that those bees, don't they always hit the flowers? The weed does a flower.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's something you got to think about right there. Or they wouldn't really be going to the hemp.
Oh yeah, they do. That's what it is. Do they? Flowers. It's flowers. Yeah, hemp is flowers.
I've never seen a hemp flower.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's considered, a flower, like the bees love it.
No, man, that would be so cool. I got honey on my sink. I buy it every couple of months. I'll get it fresh.
I got 3 gallons just sitting in the closet right here, dude. Yeah, from my buddies that are raw honey.
It's always best to have it native to you, right around your area. Yeah. Always try to eat the honey that's made around you.
I got the hookup. I get it for $35 a gallon.
Really good.
Oh yeah. Way cheap.
I'm jealous. We like tea, and honey goes in the tea. Especially like you said, we get the local stuff and use it for allergies and stuff. But $35 a gallon. Dang.
That's what it really helps. Is
I'm jealous. I'm envious.
That's like right here, and then some of it is when the basswood trees flower, and it's so much different than when the alfalfa flowers. Yeah. Like there's wildflower honey, and then there's like hardwood, basswood honey, and that the basswood is like light and just beautiful, just tastes so good.
There was a guy. Because a guy was showing how, like, remember he had the different ones, babe, and they were different colors depending on what the bees were using, and they all taste different. Just a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, way different. Yeah, when you're going from alfalfa to basswood. Yep, and it's only for a little.
Yeah, they had it so that they could have a spigot. Remember, babe?
Yeah, it was really cool.
he could do it, and,
Yeah.
and it would mechanically withdraw it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
it was
sweet.
really cool. And then of course you had the clear dry, so you could just see the color change. It was really cool.
Yep. Yeah, the people that I get it from, yeah, they have really, really dark honey and they have really, really light honey. Yeah, it just depends on what the bees were feeding on at the time. But it's all from the same, bees, just whether or not they were out there, what flowers were actually flowering at
Yeah,
that point
makes
in
sense.
time when they harvested the honey.
It's like when you go to the store, they
Mhm.
got clover honey or something like that,
That's right.
which is garbage, which really isn't even honey.
Yeah,
Cranberry honey.
just depends on what you like.
Oh yeah, I like the real stuff.
Yeah, it's all real. I think it's all real. Like they're just little bitty flowers, the alfalfa and the clover and all that.
Well, if you're buying it in the supermarket, it's not real. Trust me.
Yeah. Find yourself a good beekeeper and buy it.
We got our local feed stores who the owners of the bee farms come in and drop it off there.
Nice.
That's how we buy.
Paul,
ours
you look like you have a
fresh.
question.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
Yep.
At our local store, we have local syrup and we have local honey. They
Nice.
sell it right at our grocery store. That's made by
Wow.
people here. And then we got the stuff from we got cranberry honey because we got a bunch of cranberry farmers in northern Wisconsin, and they got bees there, and that's local at what we have here. So,
Wow. Now, does that cranberry honey got a different flavor to it?
yeah, it's different because they pollinate all on the cranberries.
That's why I'm asking. Does it really? Can you tell a difference?
Yeah, you can from the honey around here. We can. I can't say anything like where JJ lives because I've not had.
Oh yeah.
anything
Every
around
different flower that they feed on is different.
here. Yeah.
So cool, and yeah, so
I
cool
mean, it just
though.
depends on your taste.
Yeah.
You might like the dark honey. You might like the light honey. It just depends on, what your tastes are. Everybody likes different stuff.
I use it with my cayenne.
It's so
pepper
funny
shots
because I
right
forgot
there.
about that because my grandpa used to have some. I mean, he would have 20, 30 hives at once. And I remember when I was a little kid, we'd harvest it. So he was old school. He'd get like it looked like a knife. He'd heat it up and he'd cut the wax off and all the honey would pour out. And I remember when I was little that he did tell me, depending on what flower, because like some would look lighter and some would look darker. And at first, because he's teaching me all this, and I kind of forgot until we seen that video. Remember, babe?
Yes.
With the different colors. Like, oh my gosh, I remember my grandpa told me why. Because they're different flowers. Different time, yeah.
I just think Papa was trying to teach you how to make some
that's
money.
so long ago.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it again though.
And dude, the love of the bees, bro. It's just love, dude. When you get close
Yes.
to a hive,
Like I never wore no
frequency is just
yeah, we never had any
it just
kind
makes you
of protection
melt,
on.
bro.
He goes, you don't bother them, they don't bother you,
No.
and
No,
yeah, you get that.
Yeah.
no, I got the whole suits and all that stuff, but like once I got used to a good, when you're going to rescue,
Yeah, because you want to move
or if
them.
you have a
Yeah.
swarm,
They're mad.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad. Yeah, they're gonna be mad. You want to suit up and have all their stuff. But if you just have them in their normal place and you're just going, there
they
to
don't do
harvest
anything.
the honey, that'll be cool.
They're
Yeah.
smart little boogers.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
you get
like they're
They're smart.
on your frequency.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do
It's
that,
pretty.
yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
You never know.
Yeah, bro, my girl wants to make an Airbnb.
Yeah.
where
I
she has-
approve.
we have
I
like a
approve.
horizontal hive, and we have a big horizontal hive, and all the bees underneath that, and then you can go and sleep or just hang out on top of the beehive in a little house. That's like, and just get the frequency and like, she's been wanting
That
to
would
do
be
that.
cool.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
cool for
yeah.
That's a great idea. And the name is fire.
It does.
Really would.
Allegedly can
Yeah.
heal you for a bunch of stuff. Yep.
Have the room
Yeah,
full of
because
crystals
I
and
mean,
some-
I could never do
Hold
this
on.
because I don't like it, but we do know some people that are using bee stings
to
to heal some. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I got attacked. Don't laugh. I
Bro.
got stuck. I
Be
got stuck
careful.
by some sweat bees, and I'm like,
My
nope.
buddy.
I just I had a bad summer. We were
Keep your
doing some
story
like
up.
just like help out projects for camp, and the honeybees, not honeybees, sweat bees took a liking to me. Which again, sweat bees are not a big deal, but there was like 100 of them coming at me, and I was young, and I was like, no, I'm out.
Like Paul. Paul
I'm
like bees.
I'm done. Paul has a good reason not to have
Yeah.
bees.
Wait until you run over some with a lawnmower.
Oh, I did not
Never
think
run
of
over
this.
with a lawnmower,
Yeah.
you'll know.
Oh, that's
Yeah, those
ruthless.
are
It's
really-
mostly
yeah.
the ones that are in the
Yeah,
ground.
they're
It's like,
aggressive.
wow, and the hornet.
Yeah, they're
They're mean.
aggressive.
They'll tear you up.
Got me
my
last
buddy, my buddy that he gave me the original ingredients to the rub. He's all about the natural remedies, but he has lupus, and he's allergic to pretty near every single thing that you can imagine, bro. And he was trying to cure it, and he's like, I got these 2 bees, these honey bees. I'm gonna sting myself tomorrow. I might be dead, bro. Just
This
you
is
know,
not medical
I love you.
advice.
I love you,
Not
and I was
medical
like,
advice.
all right, be careful. Bro, not medical advice. He stung himself. He was in the hospital, bro, for
No,
like a
that'd be
week.
Paul.
Wow. Like, because it had such a bad thing. Yeah, it had such a.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
like,
he was like, I was like,
no, a whole lot of no.
yeah,
That's funny.
dude. Oh.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
on team
know
no
if you're
stings.
allergic to 'em or not before you go mess around.
I'm not allergic either, but I don't want
Yeah,
it.
I'm not
I don't
allergic.
mind stings.
You don't mind it, yeah. You're
I don't like it actually.
That's why you'd be the perfect beekeeper.
Yeah.
You'd be
I
a
don't
good
care.
beekeeper.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care either. Yeah.
Man, I stepped out my
Yeah.
back door last year and stepped on one, and it popped me pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was okay in about a half hour. I was okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nothing worse than standing on one. I'm telling you, boy, you get a quick step fast.
Yeah, I got some stuff for that on the website. Like, I'm not going to say what the name of it is here, but it's a spray that you spray on. It's a topical spray, and it kills all the bad bacteria and leaves the good bacteria. And it heals. You have cuts
You said it's a
or
topical
scrapes or
spray?
itches or anything like that. Sunburn. Yep. Yeah.
I'll give
I
you
can't
one.
say
I'll give you
because
one.
you guys
Right,
are gonna ask about
I won't,
what
but
say.
can
I'll give you one better
can
that's
I
quicker.
show it?
What? What is it?
I'm trying.
You'll
What's
see
it? What's
Yeah,
it
you'll see
under?
it. And then
What's
you
it
do
under?
that, you spray that on the M, probably spray.
Starts with an
It's
M.
called that. It starts with an M. But
there's
if you
any-
put that on
if
your,
there's any-
so
if there's
check
any-
this out.
Okay.
I had a huge cut on my hand the other day, and I put that topical spray on there, and it cleans it out, and it takes all the bad bacteria, and it jump starts the healing process. And then once you get that all sprayed out with the original spray that I was talking about, you do colloidal silver on the bandage, and then you put bandage in colloidal silver on the bandage and wrap it up and let colloidal silver sit on there for a whole day. They work in conjunction with each other.
That's a
Where
natural healer all by
Can
itself.
heal you
Oh, okay.
so quick.
I
Allegedly,
think I got it.
like normally when you get cut, it takes like a week to heal if you don't put anything on it. But if you use this thing, you can get allegedly in a couple days it'll be gone.
You remember the old story about the fountain of youth? Do you remember that? You know they found that. They
it
found a
this?
creek that runs
This
that
one?
water, and it's full of
Is it this
colloidal
one?
silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's it. Topical spray. Yep. And then into your cuts and scrapes and itches, and you let it completely dry. Don't cover it. Just let it dry, and then you put the other spray that I have on there, the colloidal silver, on the bandage, and then you wrap it up. And then, or you can use honey too. The honey's really good. I don't sell that on there, but I probably should. But yeah,
I'll
It's,
give you a quick one. If
You
you're a
want
smoker,
to show some more stuff on there? Yes.
I can.
Maybe you can just talk about it.
check out
my
all them
daddy showed me
goodies.
that 60 years ago when I was little.
I made that website with my buddy. Just straight up made it. And then it's a WooCommerce, so I have an app that I can do everything on it with the app, and it just looks beautiful.
Who's care?
Yep. Here's those soaps. Yep.
Yep.
Get lavender CBD goat milk soap, and it's beautiful, really thick soap. $11 for the soap, and lasts for so long, and it has CBD hash in it, so it literally will help you, when you're washing your hands or your body or anywhere you want to.
I wish it growed hair. That would be different. I wish it grow some hair.
Hey, you're gonna laugh at us, but we actually know somebody that does hair care products that might do that.
I might be able to help you with that.
I've been bald 40
you,
years.
JJ,
I
too?
don't think you can help me.
Challenge accepted.
The stuff with castor oil, dude. I have like
To regrow hair.
Yeah, I have
JJ's
a
got some?
product
Yeah.
that's called
Wow.
Luxurious Locks that I just got in, and I haven't got it on the website yet. But
Does he
if
make it, or
reach
does he
out to
get?
me-
It's not on here.
Yeah, no, here, let me find it.
Yeah, so JJ said he makes some, but it's not on the website yet.
No,
Yeah, because we know somebody
Here
else.
you go.
We're trying to talk to her
Here's-
about stuff, but
here's one of them.
she doesn't want to do anything yet.
Hair restoring elixir.
There's the colloidal.
Wow.
Yeah, castor is the main thing, dude. And coconut oil, jojoba,
I
sweet
see
almond oil.
castor oil and rosemary they're talking about now.
Yep, carrot seed oils, ginseng, fenugreek, clove, marshmallow root, amia, clove, marshmallow root, amia, lavender, hibiscus, peppermint, rosemary, menthol crystals. For essential oils, it's got lavender, ylang ylang, bergamot, thyme, tea tree, vetiver.
Man, there's a lot of
I
stuff.
I was
in
like,
there.
aren't you supposed to keep that part a secret, JJ?
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh no, I was gonna say that's
you
what I
can't
laugh
mix
when
it
people
all
say
by
like, "Here's your
yourself.
ingredients," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I can do it myself
So
now."
how much
and
is
then they
that?
don't.
How much
you
does that
can't. It
cost?
takes so much more work than you think.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's
That
my
one's
number.
33.
All right, what else you got?
33.
There's your rub again.
Yep. I got. This is the new deodorant that is all organic. I have floral and bright, and then I have woody and fresh for the men, and for the women I have.
I'd rather have the floral.
Smells.
You
and
attract
stuff, but,
you
yeah.
attract women with what smells good.
You would. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I know. I
the
mean,
woody
listen,
and fresh
people
is
used to
really
laugh.
good,
I used
too.
to
It's
wear
got the cedar wood
like baby
and all that
smells,
stuff.
and like women loved it because if you smell like a
Yep.
baby powder, baby.
Yep.
I've
I've been
wearing
using woody and fresh for 2 months now. Yeah, I just put it on once in the morning, a little pea size.
I might have to try
Yeah,
to.
makes
Can you
you smell
sample
beautiful
that
all
and the
day.
hair thing? Yeah, send me some. I want
Hook
to try
you
it
up,
out,
bro. Yep.
That and the hair thing. I can always use my thicker
problem.
hair back. I can spike it up. I can spike it up more.
Yep.
I don't know about
Well, what
that.
if you have no
I just want
hair?
it back to where it was.
Yeah, dude. Then you take a linen cloth and you put the castor oil in or the hair restoring elixir that I have, and you put it right on your linen cloth, and you just wrap it around your head, and then you just sleep with it on there all night,
Wow.
and then you wash it off in the morning. That way. Yeah, it's really hard to
shoot.
do when you have some hair because the
Oh,
castor
well, I
oil
got
is
some
like,
hair. Dang it. I don't want it
No
thicker
hair.
hair. But I'll still try it.
No hair.
I'll try it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you still got,
yeah.
as long as you wash it off in the morning, then you can.
So now you're telling me it's better to
and
have
not
no hair.
Super greasy.
So like,
oily hair.
I want my old thick hair from when I was 19. I mean, I got.
You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have
I
to.
still got hair
You're
now.
gonna have
Yeah,
to
I
shave
know.
it all just for like a week, just so you can do this, and then it'll all grow back wonderfully.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe that would do it. I don't know.
Yep. Shaving really, really
shoot,
helps.
really?
Like if you can actually do it.
Wow.
and
Oh,
it'll
I was
come
just
back
saying it,
fuller.
but
Wow.
Yeah, it'll come back more full.
But I would
Take it
I
all
wouldn't
the
mind
way
trying
down
it. Yeah, if you
with
want to
a-
send me a
with a-
sample of the hair thing and that deodorant, because I'm running out of deodorant actually, and I don't like that, because they put aluminum in it and all that. Remember, babe?
yep.
Yeah, so I don't use any of that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I can't
nasty.
find anything that lasts as long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you tell me that works, yeah, we'll give you.
Yep.
Does he got our address? We'll hook that
I
up.
don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
Dude, I work hard all day long, dude. And I could put it on in the morning.
Wow. All right, we're gonna send you the address too. We got your stuff, so
Yep.
I'm curious about that.
I got you.
I'll take the flower. Should I do the woody
You
one,
have
or
a
would you rather have me smell
testimonial.
like wood or flowers, babe?
Mm,
See, but
The
look.
cedar would smell good.
Well,
yeah,
the
I think
floral
because chicks do like this.
has-
Why do you think why do they always say buy me flowers? They like the smell, so it does make sense to actually do The floral.
That's what I've always done.
the
I always got a
guys.
lot of ladies, man. Like I smell like a flower. They like that.
See, hey, you know what? We always talk
Vanilla
about
or
the light. So
coconut.
not only are they giving you aluminum, they're giving you the wrong scent, so you don't attract women.
Right. See, I go with the vanilla and the coconut, and women love it. Chelsey loves that.
He's right.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, bro, I have perfume, or not perfume, but cologne that is
See?
essential oil based.
That's what that's because that's what women.
Yeah. Dude, I have so much stuff that's not on the website, bro. If anybody just wants to reach out to me and DM me, I'll send them a full list of everything that I haven't been able to get on the
You need to put it on there.
I have a huge list of everything. I know.
You see me shaking.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I'm only one man, and then I have one helper that helps me with the shop, but she's like, does all the cleaning around here and helping me, keep the place in order and everything first. And then we work on the website stuff after that, But I would tell you the Woody and Fresh has sandalwood, tonka, Scots pine, cedarwood, tangerine, vetiver, eucalyptus, and then the other one has the floral has lavender, grapefruit, bergamot, sage, peppermint, and petite grain, which is like a good smell, and then all the oils have really good smell. The almond oils, jojoba oils, like shea butter, beeswax, kaolin clay, diatomaceous earth, just all that stuff that like just helps you. And alum powder, it just like helps you take the sweat away from you and make you smell good at the same time. But it's all organic, you don't have all that nasty aluminum and all that stuff in it. Anything you get in the store.
This is what's crazy. So there's two things.
Everything.
Oh yeah. Like, because I use two things. So one is there's something called the Yucca app, and I use that to try to eliminate most of exactly what you're saying. And the second person I use is there's this guy, and he goes through and he goes through the stores and finds the products and sees who owns them. It's a cancel this company is. Yes.
Carol,
but he does.
Carol,
he gets so much stuff. I haven't watched even half of it. But he does do a really good job of like being like, these are not who I would buy from. But then there's these like a one little corner of the shelf where it's like, I would buy these because those are actual family owned companies, and the rest of them, none of them.
Yeah. And the girl that makes all my apothecary stuff, she loves you. She doesn't even know you. She loves you. And she makes it for you, and she loves everybody that buys her products, And so it's like she has that built into it, and she prays over everything too. She's
so everybody,
yeah, just everybody that I know that makes products for me. If I don't make it myself, I know them personally, and they're all beautiful people that love.
Nice.
Okay, we got 8 minutes for you. So all these people, you got 18 people in here. Come up if you got a question or post in the chat. Yeah, 8 minutes. If you guys want to know any other products he's got, so I mean, he's got so much.
Oh yeah. Hey, shoot, half of it's not listed on the website.
I'm working on it though. It's like a work in progress. But if you want to just DM me, if you're on TikTok and you want to, or even YouTube, if you just reach out, there's a contact form on the website. You reach out, my number is on there. You can just text me. We'll just be friends. It's all good. Like, just send me what your ailments are, what you want to work, what you want to work on, what you want to fix. If you want to get rid of, your deodorant or whatever it is, you want to fix your hair, you want to, your pain, allegedly you're in pain or whatever. I can help all that. So anything,
so like what's up? So like your soaps, how much is it, like a bar of soap?
Yeah.
So what's in that?
Bar of soap. Yeah.
Hold on.
Goat milk soap.
All that.
250 milligrams of hash. Yep.
What's it cost?
$11 for one big
How long
bar.
did that last?
Oh boy.
Yeah. As long as
Just how
you,
many
you know,
times you wash your butt, you feel good.
long time. Yeah, it just depends on where you want to rub it and where you have pain. And
That's
yeah,
awesome.
goat milk. It's made with goat milk and
Dang,
lavender
yeah.
essential oils. Yep, 250 milligrams in each bar.
That's medical
then-
soap.
Yeah, I have.
I was eyeing the bath bombs, but we don't have a bath.
Yeah.
6 mini bombs. Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
okay. I have
wow,
a
there you
shower
go.
scrub.
It's
So
got
you
so
can
much
do the same exact thing.
So I didn't
It
do
has,
enough
all the
research, and I'm
Epsom
in trouble.
salts.
No, because it's not on. You don't have it
Oh,
on the
that's true,
website.
that's true.
It's okay.
You should have sent us a list. You
I
should
did.
put
I
this
asked
on-
him
Yeah,
what's the first
I'll
top 5
send you-
products. I got the list.
I know.
Yep.
Yep. Those
The
are the
bath
top 5
bombs.
that
Yep, the bath
that
bombs, the
I
rub,
make myself.
the capsules. The
or
capsules are
made
cool
out of
too
my
because a lot of people
hash.
they want to, if they make their own stuff. Like I know, like Joanne, she does tinctures and stuff where you grow your own, but you don't have anything to put it in. You've got capsules, and you've got the veggie kind and the non-veggie kind.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
love
I have beef gelatin or veggie. So a lot of guys, like you go and you get these capsules and they're
Yeah.
full of pork gelatin. Like that's
Yep.
anything that's gelatin
Pork,
that doesn't
yeah.
say
Yep,
beef
you got it.
is pork.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got veggie capsules and beef gelatin, specific beef gelatin capsules. And I put my dry ice hash that I make, I activate it, and then I capsulize it. And then I sell it in 100 capsules
Wow.
each bag for $70. So you can, most people can get away with 1 capsule a day if they're a smaller individual, but a bigger individual will take 2 capsules a day. So that's 50 days you'll have to take the capsules it literally just takes the weight off your back and just
Wow.
takes anxiety, all the things that are negative makes you feel great, and
I might have to
takes
give
the
you
weight
a
off the
holler
back.
on that one.
Yep. And if you just are kind of, I don't know what I want, and I could just send you a little sample pack. Just send me, $20-$30 or whatever, and I'll send you a nice little sample pack and pay for the shipping. And I'll just send you a nice little sample
This is a
pack
man of
everything,
Yah
and
right
then
here. He
try
just
it out
tells you.
and whatever
And you
works.
guys, everybody that's listening, don't
for
forget
you.
to use the promo code. Yeah, use
right
use
now.
the promo
Yep.
code
And
TFOT,
if you have the
guys.
big C, yeah.
TFOT.
Use the promo
Yep,
code.
put it in the chat.
And right now, there's
Oh.
free shipping on the whole website. It'll say I can't ship, but just push the order through because it's free shipping.
Nice.
So just push it through, and then I'll contact you as soon as you put your email and all that in there. I'll contact you, and we'll figure out a way to make the payment, and then I'll just send it to you for free. But
So were you joined me last night? You friended me last night, or whatever that you want to call it. Can I get a hold of you through that?
yep.
Okay, cool beans.
Yeah, there's like a special thing on TikTok where you have like direct messages, and then
Okay.
but on the website, I put my phone number right on the website. I don't even care. Just text me. I'm friends with all my customers, like every single person that I've ever sold to, thousands of people. I'm friends with them, because
So
they
now,
know I love them,
I got my other phone working. Where do I go find?
Yeah, it's
did I put
JJ's.
Google, put your website in?
Yeah.
Yep. jjsgarden.com.
Yep.
Yep. And then you can look
JJ's
through all that stuff. And then otherwise just reach out on the DM. I'll send you my text number, and then I'll just send you a whole list of all the stuff I have. But if you have actual ailments that you want to address, things that you want to address first, I can just give you a recommendation of what I have that will help.
Well, when
allegedly.
you said the back, I'm that old flooring installer, man. I could use
so-
something
rub.
like that.
Yeah, that rub. So,
Yep.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Paul, you use that on
The
your
rub.
use that
The
on
rub.
your shoulder. That rub I sent took that pain away. Allegedly.
I put it on my torn rotator cuff, and I like it. It works a lot better than some of the other meds and other stuff I've tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I make it with love, so that, and I pray over it and I bless
Rub
it.
his love
and I
into
make
you,
sure
guys.
everything's
His love.
good.
Yeah, and
Well, I told my doctor about it, and she kind of gave me the weird eye look. I'm like, I'm like, whatever. I said, you guys want to give us the cure. You don't want to give us the remedy. And she
Probably like
even
that.
Say that.
Dude,
well, no,
Hey.
I kind of had it out with her on some things.
They don't
I'm
like that though.
no
God.
doubt.
No, they do want to
Dude, they
cure
don't
you.
want to
They
cure
do
you. They
wanna
just
cure
want
you.
you
They
to.
cure you. They don't want
They
to
wanna
They
help
want a
you.
remedy. Yes.
Jay,
You got remedies,
I kinda
JJ.
had it
JJ,
out
you know
with her
what,
on
you know
some
what cure
things,
means?
and I'm like,
Prolong, maintain, preserve. Remedy means fix, make
Oh
right.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I
They
found
brainwashed us on words,
organic,
man.
organic
JJ's Garden of
Jay.
Health. And then just really quick,
Oh,
guys,
where'd it
really
go?
quick. So anybody that's looking for it.
Joanne
I
had
found
something to
it.
say too, though.
Okay, I'll do this real quick. So anybody that's watching, so we have, which I got to add it to our description as well. We'll have JJ's stuff in our description. All of our scrolling text, if you're on the YT, look at the top if you're on Facebook, and then again, TikTok, it's up at the top. It scrolls through. So if you ever wonder
Yeah,
where to
his-
find it,
Anybody that's our guest, it always shows at the top
it always shows at the top.
on a scroller.
Yes, it's always in the scroller.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
sponsor
we
them
love you
because
too,
I
man.
love them. I
Good
love
work.
you guys. You know, like I
All right, now Joanne can go. All right,
ahead, Joanne.
I just want to get that out there for everybody.
yeah, Joanne.
Hey. She's back. Hello.
Here it comes,
Wonderful
JJ,
sister.
right here.
Hello, everybody.
Scrolling across right now.
Hey, base.
I got the
There
page
you go.
now. I'm trying to order one bottle or one, 100.
So,
Just add the cart. Okay.
Go ahead, Joanne.
oh, well, so today I got test results back and they're consistently abnormal, and I still refuse the cure because I'm just drinking soursop, I'm eating soursop, and yeah, I'm not doing the cure. That I fell out of a semi 3 years ago, like a scorpion. I broke my neck, my back, and my jaw. And the other day at work, I was doing something, lifted something, and I swear it hurts like I broke it all over again. And I'm
Wow.
gonna punch orphans.
Figuratively.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm not violent, but I think to myself because I don't even want to talk to people I hurt.
so what would you recommend for that, JJ?
Oh yeah, I got capsules that I make, my own dry ice hash capsules. Yep. I'll send you a little sample pack, Joanne. Just
Can
reach
I
out
do
on
that?
DM, send me your address, and I'll just send you a little goodie pack. Just like I did Paul and Chastity, I sent them a little goodie pack. Yep, they try it out, and then if you really like it, then that's when you buy it. You know, I don't want to say, hey, buy a whole bunch of stuff right away. You know, no, try it out, make sure it works, and then buy it after it works. You know.
Like the
Yep, the
tinctures and stuff I
capsules
make really
and the
have,
rub.
Tell me my address
inflammation.
doesn't exist.
Yep, that's okay. Just push it through. I'll reach out to you, buddy.
Trying to place the order,
Yep.
but it says my
Good. Just place it. It'll work good. It's because I have free shipping on there right now. I put free shipping on for everything now for tonight. So it'll say your shipping doesn't exist, but
We should have started out by this. Free shipping tonight,
guys.
guys.
I'll reach out to you.
You should have said that first.
beginning. You hear
And
that,
not
guys?
only that,
Yeah.
tonight
19
only.
people. Free shipping on JJ right now. He just-
it
Yep,
says this order requires a shipping option.
yep, that's okay. It'll go through. Just reach out on DM and I'll send it to
Isn't
you.
that funny
buddy.
though? He tells us at the end.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. All this whole time it's been free, he said.
Share it out. Free shipping. Check out Davis.
Yeah, it's sorry. Yeah, it's like a $15, an extra
Yes.
$15 discount over and above.
Yeah, so
whatever
dude,
the
this is
10%
If you're gonna buy
discount
something, this is the time to go
Time
grab
to
it.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
is. Yeah. I'll put Yo in the chat. And just DM me whatever you want to buy, and
There
I'll
you go.
send you up. Yep. So Joanne, you're hurting, and then
So the test results came back for the esophageal and from the rooter to the tutor, there's tumors.
Yeah.
I wanted to assess, but then they want to do radiation. And
Nah,
I've
you
done
don't-
this route before, and I beat it. But then life happened, and I went back to eating like an American, and now here I am.
That's okay. What they say the big C isn't really what it is.
No, I
It's
haven't
not
done another
that.
beef plan.
Right.
I think,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly, I need
So-
to do another plan.
Yep. Anybody has the
Liver
big
time
C,
3 times.
just hit me up. Yeah. Tell me what kind it is. And then I can address each specific ailment
So
and help you through it.
I'm just gonna
And
write
I'll
that.
pray for you too. I'll pray for you too.
I beat it before, and I also beat kidney failure when they gave me a medication that almost took me out. They didn't know I was allergic to sulfur, and they kept giving me a prescription
Wow.
for something that was sulfur based, and almost forced me on
Wow.
dialysis. And I
so
hit it by
yeah,
2 points.
reach out to reach.
Drink
You're on
that thing.
dialysis right now?
I sent you a message, man.
No,
What?
they. So I was 2 points away from dialysis on a Friday.
Yeah.
On Monday, I went back
Okay,
and
good.
they're like, "Your levels are high. What did you do all weekend?" First of all, I stopped eating. Called my grandma. She sent me tea from Puerto Rico, and I drink tea every time I open my mouth. I was drinking this tea because it completely starts flushing you,
Yep.
and it's like guava leaf, avocado leaf, soursop. I forget the other two. And then each one you have to put a quarter of a teaspoon of salt and drink this tea and just keep drinking and drinking and drinking. You just don't want to drink because you can't go outside because you can't be away from the facilities. But yeah, it flushed everything. So when I went back to have my labs done, they're like looking at me sideways. Well, the first one must have been wrong because this doesn't happen.
Yeah, so like reach out to
That's
JJ
cool.
for sure, Joanne.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. I make RSO that is just allegedly, can help with all that stuff. Yep. You ever heard of
Now
Rick
my-
Simpson?
No.
Yeah. So it's an extract, just like you make your tinctures. I take the flour of what I have harvested and add the 190 proof alcohol to it. And then it extracts all the good, cannabinoids from it and then burn off
Did you
all the
drop 'em down?
alcohol.
No,
Oh,
And it turns out to be a really good oil.
I think it was an accident.
I have a distillery. I make the alcohol for my tinctures.
Yep, same thing. It's just Everclear.
Pretty much. I make the equivalent of Everclear.
All right.
everybody, just listen up. He's gonna give you free shipping right now. If you go to JJ's website right here, it's coming up. Look at the very top. If you got to screenshot it, it's coming up. Give it a couple seconds. Take a screenshot. He is giving free shipping if you buy anything today.
Mhm.
Or I don't know how long it's gonna last. Today, tomorrow, today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We can let it go for a while. Just if it says that it's the wrong shipping, just say place order and just place it, and then or just reach out to me 920-382-7720. Just text me, and then we'll go through all your.
And if you guys didn't
ailments,
get
and
it,
I'll recommend some stuff. for
follow
you.
him and then just DM him.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep. Or
Yes.
the contact
Yeah, and
form on the website.
He has contact
has
form
my
again.
everything on
This
it.
is all recorded, guys. So if you need to watch it again, it's on the YT.
Yes.
So
if you go to our YT, so you can go to theflatouttruth.com
yes,
and then you can see all of our stuff
Yep.
and just
Just write it down. 920-382-7720. Write it down. Text me. Say I saw you on TikTok. Hey, bro, I need some help with this. And I'll pray with you and I'll give you recommendations on what can help you.
You hear
And I
that?
won't give you no nonsense.
and if you guys missed the show, watch it from the beginning to where we're at now,
Mhm.
and you guys will see he's legit, man.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. The love that he puts into his products is amazing. The people he works with, if he can't make it and they do all their natural stuff, same thing. He only works with those people.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, any closing statements you want there to say?
Yeah, I love you all. I love you. Thank
yeah, it's
you
amazing,
guys
man.
for having me on, and I love everybody watching. You know, I'll pray with you guys. You know, any kind of ailments that you got. I know that some things you're going through is hard, but we'll work together and
All right,
help you through
sweet.
it.
Thanks for joining us, JJ. I know it takes some time. You got work to do. It sounds like you're gonna be up all night working on
You
some
bet.
stuff. You know,
Gonna make some CBD rub. Yep, I'm gonna make a whole fresh batch. So anybody that wants to order CBD rub,
there you
that'll
go.
be a
All
brand
right,
new
so
fresh
you guys can go to
batch.
theflatouttruth.com, join the private platform, and he is listed on the private platform. You can find him there even. So there's no reason you can't find his stuff.
Yes.
Get the deal while you can get it. Mention the TFOT. He'll give you the discount on that. He's going to do free shipping, and all of our social media is there, and you can watch the replay on YT, Rumble, even TikTok, I think, right here.
And
Oh,
Facebook
and on
for 30
Facebook.
days.
And Facebook for 30 days. So there's no reason you can't see all this. Get the information. Reach out to JJ. He'll get back with you guys.
Yeah.
So do we have to do another shout out to him?
Yep.
Yes.
Question everything.
I just took away Chelsea's.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. I think I said it like 3 or 4 times during the show.
Yep.
Yeah, he's amazing. That's why we had him on, man. And
Yep.
Yep, see you,
oh
Papa.
yeah, no worries, man.
I appreciate it,
No
bro.
worries.
That's so awesome.
Love you too, man. I
Love
love the work
y'all.
you're doing and all the positivity that you share. Somebody has to be nice here because I'm not.
Yep.
No, you're amazing, man. You do really good work, man.
All right.
Genuine heart.
Yep. Have a good night, JJ.
All right, see ya. Love you too. All right, guys. Thanks for joining.
Send me your last gifts. I'll
Yeah.
give you 10 seconds. You have 10
Yeah, send
seconds
us
to
some
throw
stuff.
gifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Boom.
All
I
right,
got him
there
up
we
to
go.
350.
There we go. So thanks for joining us, and thanks for JJ for joining us. So much information and all the work. Man, he must love people to do all that work, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I
agree.
know he gets some of it for himself, but most of it he's selling it, and he'll send you a sample if you need it. And he's doing free shipping from today until whenever. I guess he feels like cutting it off because of the show, and that's amazing. He will reach out to you guys. Go and find him. Like I said, you can go to theflatouttruth.com, join the private platform, all of our social media. You can watch the replay on the YT, Facebook, and Rumble if you need to find his information, or you can just go to his website. Chelsey, go ahead.
jjsgarden.com. All your healthy, homegrown, organic needs.
There you
Use the
go.
promo code TFOT and get free shipping for undisclosed time.
There you go. So thanks for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
As always, be safe.
Be well. And that's the flat out truth.
See you, everybody.